Watch Party. You got me, David Morsuti, here with technical producer Jose Tabuada.
Hello.
Look how you look in that Leafs jersey. So stylish.
I know. It's just again, like, I mean, I love the white, but I ordered it in blue. I think Canada. I'm convinced Canada Post lost my blue jersey, so I'm fine with this for now. I'll take it.
I was debating whether I was going to go with a jersey tonight or if I was going to just. This is my favorite piece of Leaf. One of my favorite pieces of Leaf clothing.
It's really nice.
It's very, especially because I'm in my basement. It's not exactly warm, So I usually just go with something that's a little more comfy. I do have my little fireplace going, the electronic fireplace, but
Right. I forget you have a fireplace. I just have well, I don't have much just to keep me warm, but this will do. But yeah, it's Oilers and Leafs tonight.
Yeah, so for those who are new to this concept, we decided we wanted to do. Look, days that I'm not working, and if it's a Saturday night, I would like to have my friends over to watch the hockey game. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we're not supposed to have those. I guarantee there are people, maybe they're getting together with a friend to watch the game. I'm not passing any judgment. That's totally your call. So we decided, hey, this is something that we've been doing. God, how long? We get on a Facebook call and we watch the games. So I figured, hey, why don't we actually do something a little, and it's funny because I've seen it done a couple of times. I figured, why don't we just do it?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's not like and even if obviously, we'd like the numbers, but even if there's not like too many people watching, like, I mean, we're still doing it. We're having fun. We're watching, we're watching a game, and it's fun when you complain that you're 5 seconds behind and I know what's going on. So, I mean, it's a classic, and just, why not share that with everybody else?
Yeah, so these are one of the many struggles. Like, we're not doing this to, hoping to get a bunch of. If people join in on the fun, that's all I can ask for. You can obviously, if you see the comment section, you can put stuff in. However, and I'll probably have to reiterate when more people come in, if you put in something that's inappropriate, we will delete the comment. If you continually do it, some people know who I'm not naming any names. We will block you. Actually, first we'll give you a
put you on a timeout. Yeah,
we'll put you in the penalty box.
Yeah,
we'll block if it gets pretty bad though. Like, let's be real here. If we get some guy from a random place that doesn't know who we are, most likely going to put them in the penalty box, and then if not, you're gone. You're ejected from the game. We actually have the power to do that. It's our stream. We do as we wish. So, we are. I guarantee the game's not going to start for another 10 minutes or so. They're still in
around there.
Well, based on
gotta get through national anthems. Gotta get through the lineups. Good old Ron McLean, and then poof away we go with tonight's game. And I mean, the Leafs are on a tear as well. I mean, 3 straight wins. If I'm
4 straight, I think
4 straight. I knew there was a record broken, or I don't know about a record, but an accomplishment. Having a big win streak in Alberta, which the Leafs never did.
No, they usually would lose one of the 2 games. Like when they do because they usually do 3 games in West Canada. Usually they lose one of the Alberta games. Usually it's against Calgary. Calgary usually hasn't been their favorite spot. And then they usually beat the Oilers in Edmonton. It's usually how it goes. They have won 4 straight. I know because it's tough to remember because they beat Calgary twice. They beat Edmonton yesterday, but they also beat Edmonton on last Friday. So it's a 4-game win streak. They can make it 5. And look, so apparently game's not. It's based on what I'm seeing on my broadcast. Game's not going to start for another 8 minutes. The pregame is not done for another 8 minutes or so. So just to give you an idea. It's funny because I'm looking at the screen right now. They're doing the big Austin Matthews versus Connor McDavid. Who's
always mandatory. Always mandatory.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, there's 2 of the best players in Canada.
Of course,
Vancouver Canucks fans might disagree with that take, but I And Edmonton Oilers fans would think that it's McDavid and Draisaitl. You can make that argument too, but look, it's funny because they put up the fact that Connor McDavid has had 13 points and Austin Matthews had 7. I believe it was 7, and the Leafs are 7-2 in the
Yeah,
head-to-head.
and I mean, obviously, like this is going to be their 10th game of the season, but they're still, even though they play 2 more than Montreal, still on top of the division, 7-2, like you said, 14 points. Montreal with 12, even though they've only played 7 games, so it's a start that we were hoping for, I guess, if we have to obviously throw in our Leafs bias, so that's good. So I'm not going to worry at all. And I mean, as for Edmonton, 3-6. Third last in the North Division, in the Scotiabank North Division. I think it's called the Scotiabank North Division.
Well, you can call it the North Division, call it the All-Canadian Division. You don't have to put the Scotiabank in there. That's just for the broadcasters and the sponsors.
Obviously this is going to be the 10th game for both teams, and it's I mean, aside from the Leafs wanting to keep their momentum, it's obviously one of the more underlying tone for Edmonton is they need the win badly because they obviously going to want to kind of gain a momentum as we cruise along here in this 56 game season. So I know they're not like, I'm sure they're obviously who would be happy if they're in that spot. So they're hoping tonight that they erase that, but we don't want that.
We got our first comment in the comment section. Catherine Brooks saying, "Hi, Primo."
Oh, it's my cousin. Hi, Catherine.
There you go.
Awesome cousin of mine. One of my favorites. And I'm not saying that just because we're live, but she's definitely one of my favorites.
You're not just saying
I'm
that.
not saying no, seriously. And her husband David's also great as well. So yeah, it's gonna be laid back, it's gonna be fun, and I just obviously we want to win. So
all right,
we'll see what happens.
The last game, I got a couple of things to say about that last game. It looks like Catherine approves with the comments, and I'm sure, hey, if a cousin of mine decides to join on, they'll be my favorite. Okay, if any of my cousins want to join on, then they'll.
I'm not saying that just she's really great. She's really really great. Her brother, it can be crazy, but she's great, so great.
So let's talk about the last game a little bit. A couple of issues I have. First off, Toronto and Edmonton, I thought the time difference, I don't know why, I always get these mixed up. I always forget it's a 3-hour time difference in the Pacific, but in Alberta, it's only 2 hours.
Yeah.
The game on Thursday started at 10 o'clock, which means 8 o'clock their time.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking to myself, the one in Calgary started at 9. Why it had started, I don't know. That was a little ridiculous. I actually did stay up to watch it. I watched the rest of the third period in bed just because I thought I was going to sleep, but then I couldn't sleep thinking about the game was so close.
It was closer than we thought it was going to be, given the 2-0 start, and then it just slowly got a little ugly.
God. Okay. There is one thing I hate in any hockey game. What disrupts any hockey game are a lot of penalties, a lot of unnecessary penalties. Now, if there's penalties, you call the penalties. I watched that game. Both teams had penalties called against them. I'm just like, that is a penalty? Seriously?
There was a lot of weird ones. There was definitely a lot of weird ones. Some of them merited others, like Kerfoot tripping. I think it was Kerfoot tripping up McDavid. I'm like, yeah, you can go on back to the box. You can have a wonderful trip there. Absolutely.
Yes. Like, there was a couple of slashing calls. Like, I think there was one slashing on the stick. Now, look, referees might not be in the best position to make the best calls. That's just the way she goes. But let's be real here. I want to see if it's a penalty, make it worth the penalty call. Like, if he's slashing guy, at least sell the slash a little bit more. Like, Absolutely. It's just funny because like they tap. I think Kerfoot got called for one where he taps him on the gloves. I'm sorry, but if it's a slashing on the gloves, how is the player not reacting to that? It's supposed to hurt. So that's kind of the point. I remember the main reason why they're starting to call more slashing penalties is because Crosby took a whack at a guy's hand.
Oh, yeah.
How much blood there was on the guy's finger was ridiculous. So now,
and I mean, just before we bring on our third person, I mean, to go on your point of penalties, 7 power plays called for Edmonton, in the last game. They ended up going 2 for 7, and the Maple Leafs have 4.
That's the big thing too. I
Yeah,
don't know how.
there's an enormous amount of difference in penalty shots as we bring in our buddy Jake Middleton. Hey Jake, how's it going?
Jake.
He's all fired up, ready to go.
Jake.
We're just quickly talking about just like the insane amount of penalty issues from the last game in Edmonton this past Thursday. Just how, sure, you can say it was definitely lopsided in terms of penalties, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of. I mean, the Leafs got a gimme call from Edmonton when they got the Phantom Slash, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely some soft calls, which makes no sense. That's why the NHL is just always messes up because like they call things that shouldn't be penalties, and they never call things that are the most obvious penalties ever, and it doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, I literally told Jose, if you're gonna call a penalty. Like, if a guy's getting called for slashing, I want to see that the other guy's, like, shaking his hand or, like, he actually got a good whack. Not a little...
Shaking his hand. So it means he probably broke his hand.
Do you remember, Jake, I was telling Jose, you remember when Crosby slashed the guy's finger? Like,
Yeah,
his hand?
and he, like, almost broke his finger off? You want that to be a slash?
Like, that's that's why they're calling more slashing calls. But I'm just like, guys are slashing the sticks. That's not, like, that's... I want to see like the stick being broken, like stuff like that. I don't want to see he taps the stick. Oh, we got to call it. Like I want to see.
The like breaking a stick or getting your stick hit out of your hands is always an automatic penalty. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I would kind of hope like now look, we could show favoritism because we're Leafs fans. And we're saying, oh, the Leafs. Like there were some calls that Edmonton got, that the Leafs got, that you can tell were makeup calls. That's the biggest thing in hockey is, all right, a bad call was made. When's the makeup call going to happen? It always happens. It's terrible. Even in football. Like I looked back at the football games last weekend. You know, a guy gets called for pass interference, and like, oh, that's a chintzy one. Later in the game, you know there's going to be one the other way. It's just the way I hate the way that officials are like, we got to be fair and equal. No, just call the rule book. If it's a penalty, if it's a foul, call it. Don't try to sugarcoat it as, oh, we got to make sure we're fair. There's no reasons otherwise. Now, I know Jake, you're on a stream, so we're going to try very, very hard not to react right in the moment of something happening, and other people.
I got it live. So.
Oh, this is huge.
They put it on NHL Network, so I'm good to go.
Yeah. So just for anybody, Jake lives in New Jersey, so he doesn't always get Leafs games live. They're doing the national anthems right now. This is actually a first that I'm seeing an actual singer in the arena near just anywhere in the arena.
Jerseys? I actually like those. Those don't look bad.
Those are the retro jerseys.
They actually look pretty decent.
The Oilers are fine. I'm just disappointed in the Leafs. They
look awful. They had so much potential.
I was telling my friends all week. I'm like remembering that this is going to be the first time, and I'm like, I just wish it was just something different, a different logo on the front, or not gray.
The logo looks like it's straight out of word art.
Yeah. Didn't they have those as an alternate a few years back? I swear they did with that.
Not that logo. I've never seen that.
No, not the logo. The logo. I'm talking about the logo itself. I swear they had.
So the Leafs had a jersey. This would have been back in like early 2010s, like back when like Phaneuf was on the team. They had a logo similar to that, but it was first off, I hate that the fact that the logo, like, it looks okay now you see it on the players.
The thing is, like, I think the color scheme and the backs of the jerseys look phenomenal. It's just the logo looks so dumb.
The logo looks, yeah, no, I agree. It's
I'm not a fan of I'm just not a fan of the gray. I think if it's white, I think it changes a little bit, but like, yeah, I don't get the gray. Leafs never ever wore gray.
Nope.
You can look. I'm huge on Leafs jerseys. I know what they've worn maybe like a cream, like a cream.
I'm just seeing the like what Rogers Center looks like.
Oh, Rogers Place, yeah,
it's so nice. Or Rogers Center, Rogers Place, Rogers Center, Rogers Arena. There's so many different ones.
There's so many.
I can't get over the gray. The logo I can get over, but it's the gray on the jerseys.
The problem
I like
is
the gray. I like the gray.
the gray's not bad, but then Freddie's wearing white pads and white pads and white like blocker and glove. It's
Man,
not really
Koskinen,
color suited.
Averaging 3.5 goals a game. Has he played every game they
He
played?
has played every single game.
He's bad.
Edmonton, because Mike Smith got hurt, and I'm just like, dude, like I'm like telling him, what if Koskinen gets hurt and the guy that
Who's the backup?
I think it's Stuart Skinner. I know they made Stuart Skinner. He's one of their backups that they brought in. Jose is putting up the live tracker, so
there we go.
there we go. Yeah, it's so dark. I don't know if I can get over how dark that looks. So that's just weird. But yeah, you were asking about who they're back.
I like the orange numbers for the Oilers for sure.
I don't know if I like the orange. That was just coming to mind.
I'm
orange.
a big fan of the color orange, so
you know what? But like orange, it's different, right? I like the outline of the numbers. I think for the name, I think I'd like a blue outline on the name as well, just to give it a little bit of little different. Yeah, that's just a too dark of a tone. Like you have two dark tones on that Leafs jersey. That's my problem with it. You need something light.
I also don't think I'm a fan of the plain Leafs logo on the shoulders. I think that's another thing that bugs me too about the jerseys.
That looks like a Marley thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Just something off-putting. I don't know. Point is, it's not one I would buy.
No, I thought maybe
avoid.
I thought maybe I would look into. I like the thing was when the initial jersey was revealed, the model it just did not. It was not the right modeling for it. Then they put it on Austin Matthews, and I thought, oh, it doesn't look so bad. And then now you see it on the ice, and you're just like, yeah, no, can't do that. Like when you have a white ice with everything else, it just does not work. Now, when I'm looking here at the lineups, oh no, it's not even Stewart. I'm wrong on that one.
I've never heard of that guy in my life.
Oh yeah, well, Stuart Skinner was a draft pick of theirs, and I thought, okay, yeah, he's their backup. That kind of makes a little bit of sense, but it's not even him. It's Troy Grosnick.
Oh wow, Troy Grosnick. Yeah, he's played at Union. This isn't good. Oh no, I thought he had the puck.
Yeah, but
yeah,
the
he
problem.
played at Union. He's a college free agent. Oh, breakaway.
Let's go.
VZ's way too slow.
All right, I now know. I now have a good estimate of how far ahead I am.
Yeah, so Jose
right.
is a little bit ahead because he has Rogers Cable. Woo! Rogers Cable is always ahead of everybody for some reason.
By how much?
About 5 to 10 seconds.
I have 1740. I have 1742 on the S right now.
Yeah, I got 1745. So
there we go. Yeah, so it's about 5 to 6 seconds roughly.
So wow. This guy, this guy who's the backup for the Oilers, has played 2 career NHL games. Like
I thought he signed with Philly or something like that. No, I remember playing him when he was at Union. He's a big goalie though. They love these big goalies. He's humongous. Sure? I think he's like 6'6".
Are you sure? He's displayed as 6'1" on the NHL.com website.
Is it? I might be thinking of someone different.
Yeah. This guy here has only played 2. He has 2 starts back in 2014-15 with the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah, he did sign with the Sharks. That's a terrible pass by whoever that was. I think it's Muzzin.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I'm looking at how the Leafs have played this season, and they've done a lot. They've done a better job at making the simple passes out of the zone and not.
Wait, did Rogers just have a thing that said Cassian has 0 goals? I thought he scored against.
Yeah, he scored in the last game. So, I don't know what that graphic was.
Yeah, they're stupid then.
Yeah, that goal was terrible.
So what is the update on Leafs injuries? Like, who comes back first? Because they have what? They have what? Like 4 guys hurt.
Okay, so we
know.
Oh
no!
Oh god!
Look good.
What are they calling it? A penalty or
penalty shot because he put his hand on it.
Honestly, that's a good penalty shot because that was going in.
That was going in.
Yeah.
So who's taking the penalty?
Anybody on the ice? Anybody on the ice? So who's on the ice?
Oh God.
Not McDavid.
Well, I was gonna say, is this the one time we don't have McDavid on the ice for the Oilers?
I actually don't think that was going in.
No, it was like an inch. It was like
But the
less than an
thing
inch
is,
apart.
Freddie
It would
could have
probably be
inadvertently put it
It would
in.
probably be Ennis if I had to pick somebody.
Oh my God, Tyler Ennis was freaking put on
That's
waivers.
also a really soft. That's also a really soft penalty shot. He just like wrapped it with his arm.
Tyler Ennis is actually pretty decent with penalty
I know.
shots.
That's why I said I would let him take it.
Of course, this is where I keep my mouth shut. But
It's gonna be even worse if somebody's on a stream and they're watching this. But we can't exactly react 30 seconds after or 20 seconds after the play happens.
yeah, we're not going to do that.
Not
Are they
with
reviewing
this.
to see if it's a goal?
Yep,
Definitely not a goal.
it's closer than you guys
okay,
think.
yeah, that's a for sure penalty shot.
Yeah, it's closer than you guys.
Okay,
That-
I thought he hit it with his arm. That's for sure a penalty shot. Good
No,
call.
he covered it over with his hand.
Yeah, that's like pretty blatant.
But that's a hell of a play.
Yeah, if you're at least giving your goalie a shot.
Man, this. I don't think I've seen a penalty shot like on a play like this in a really long time. This
I
is
don't
because
know what's taking so long. This is never a goal.
they're like, okay. I actually at the same time this benefits the Leafs a little bit because Tyler Ennis now kind of overthinking it. But
I think he's gonna go 5-hole. Wow, good play. Is that Barbanov who did that, or
the guy who got the
Lettinen?
yeah,
or
it was Lettinen.
Yeah, okay. It's a good
Look,
play then.
Look
That
at
was
this.
a terrible shootout attempt. He had him
It
5-hole
was-
the whole way.
Yeah,
He did have 5-hole.
He didn't even hit the net.
No, he was not even close.
That was awful.
Just a bit left. Just a bit.
All right, Mikko London signing, all good in my books. that's kind of yeah. I don't know what Ennis thought there. That's not a great attempt.
I mean, when in doubt, just go 5-hole. Straight on the ice 5-hole. You're probably going to score half the time.
Yeah, the goalies are because what they try to do, they try to elevate the puck because they think the goalie can't react fast enough going side to side. But
I mean,
you got to go 5-hole.
It's just so like you have to have ridiculous quickness to get down on a puck. That's straight up on the ice.
Yeah, I think, and honestly, as I
For
said, I
me-
think he had.
For me, I'd either go that or I'd go right below the block or right above the toe.
I
Just
think
like
the
raise it maybe 9 inches or something.
I also think just that's not what you want to do.
I thought that was too many men.
That was close. But the issue I have too is Ennis had too much time to wait for that attempt, and you overthink it, right? When you're waiting for it to be confirmed. So I think he was. So it gives Anderson kind of a minute to like calm himself because that was just like you get a little anxious in those plays where you don't know where the puck is. So yeah, I still can't get over this Gray. This is gonna take a little while, guys.
Oh my goodness, Twitter has been. I don't know if you guys are or have like a Twitter page open right now, but there is so many people complaining about the jerseys.
Yeah, they're not great.
What do we got here? Can we redo the jerseys?
No, they're not going to redo the jerseys.
These Leafs retro jerseys have so much potential. They use white instead of gray. Legacy franchises shouldn't deviate this much. What the hell is this? Looks like something from that old pro roller hockey league. So that individual's not happy, rightfully so.
Look, it's easy money to do a Leafs jersey. People are just waiting for a reason to spend money on Leafs gear, and this is what they give. Like, no, they have every right to be pissed off.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So who was that? Was that London that just did that?
The passing to the empty zone?
Yeah.
I think so.
First off,
it wasn't pretty, that's for sure.
you do not go between the legs blind into the slot. He literally set up that guy for a one-timer. So you know, not a great start for the Leafs. They're being outshot 5-1. So, I mean, look, the Oilers are, you know, they've just lost the last game. They've lost a few in a row. They got to pick things up again.
Lost to the Leafs 8 of their last 10 appearances.
Oof, that almost went in.
Actually, Jake, I think you're a little ahead of me for a change, like a second ahead.
Yeah, how's it feel?
Not gonna lie, I mean I'm used to it with Jose. Opening,
Great.
I think it was opening night. We watched the Leafs Habs, and I knew Tavares was gonna score based on his reaction. So I'm used to it. That's why I try to not look at you guys as much. Oh, by the way, Wayne Simmons. I don't think many people are complaining about that signing right now.
He's been fantastic.
People were actually complaining about it 2 games into the season. I'm just like, so typical.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, if you complain about anything that's like $1 million, you're an idiot.
Yeah, there are guys like Simmons got paid $5 million last year, I think, by New Jersey.
He's made a lot of money, but still.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying.
To do that at all.
Yeah, like the guy at this rate in his career does not need to make more money. He just needs to win. That's what he wants to do.
I mean, everybody can make more money.
This is also true. I mean,
it was a pretty good opportunity for him to get in a good spot where he's probably going to get some power play time on what has to be the number 1 power play in the league. Aren't they clicking at like 50% or something?
Oh, Jose, do we have our trusty stats up? Because we got to
what's we're looking for?
If there's
actually,
a team...
I got
this. My gosh.
By the way, if you guys were talking, because I was looking up something else because I was curious. Wayne Simmons has made $23.85 million in his career.
What?
Around there? That's what I was looking at.
There's no.
I mean, if I'm reading this right,
are you on cap friendly?
He signed like a $30 million deal in Philly.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he had the $23 million 6-year contract in Philly, $23 million, then another 2 years, which was about $3 million. Entry level with the Kings. Okay, he's definitely made more. So
if you go to cap friendly,
I am on cap friendly. I'm trying to find the total. I can't find the total.
It usually is with where his name is.
I got it. Yeah, it's an estimated $33.4 million. Yeah, I wish I could have. At least.
So Jake just asked, who's the top power play? Leafs are second.
It has to be Dallas or some team that's played like one game. Yeah,
I was going to say it is Dallas at 52.6.
Yeah, so they played like one game. So
four games. So 4 games. They've actually now, yes, I think they've benefited a little bit of the. Now, they benefited in that they had a little extra time for guys to get rested. I think they've got a couple guys that are still banged up and rehabbing from injuries, but I also have to remember that this was a COVID-related restriction, so they couldn't even like do any skate practices, nothing.
No,
the facility had to be closed. So that's I know it was just not a great situation. I mean, right now Vegas had the next 2 games against the Blues postponed. This is I mean, I expected this, so I didn't expect the NHL to not have postponements. I think they were they knew it was going to happen.
I mean, just based on the way it's moving in the States. Although it is trending a lot better than before.
Yeah, I mean, the Capitals got hit hard. I was kind of surprised it took that it happened right away. That the NHL was just like, all right, 100,000, here you go. I'm like, wow. And in a way, like on top of that, not having Ovechkin and all those guys on top of that, like that's just like double whammy. And funny enough, it didn't matter for them. There's like the Capitals have been unbelievable right now to start the season, 5-0-3 through 8 games. Like that's I was worried about them after the bubble. It seemed like that was kind of a wake-up call for them. But back to Leafs. Yes, Jake, they are. So technically, if you're looking at the teams that have played the full slate of games, they are second at 42.9%, which is ridiculous. That's a really good power play to start.
Technically, if the star, even if you take out the Stars games, right? Like with the teams with like have played already the maximum amount of games, the Leafs technically would be first. Yeah. They would be first, and not for Dallas. Yeah.
Washington was right behind with 41.2%, which, I mean, the Capitals always have a great power play because of Ovechkin and Carlson and Backstrom. And then next, it's a real big drop off because it's the Bruins at 36.4%. Like that's quite a drop. Although the Bruins penalty kill has been continues to be unreal, 93.1%. The Leafs are at 78.4%. So, just something there. By the way, we are in a commercial break, so there is no action going on right now. Kind of an interesting conversation the last few days. It was kind of brought to me by the Sid Sixero tweet, I think, after the Canadians played the Flames, in which he said that like they're the best team in the North Division, like no questions asked. I feel like it's so easy to say that after a game like that. And look, Montreal has been unbelievable. You give them all the credit. But the way that it's going, I mean, they played Vancouver the last few times. They played Calgary at their absolute worst. Like that was not the Calgary that the Leafs played. Like no chance. They played Edmonton a couple of times. I mean, they destroyed Edmonton, and the only game they've lost was a shootout to the Leafs overtime to the Leafs and a shootout to Vancouver. And in that game, my God, there was no defense being played in that one. So, Montreal, I would say right now, top 3 in the division. No questions asked. To say that they're undoubtedly the top team in the division, I kind of pumped the brakes on that just a little bit because it's still way too early. Grand Fear. Really,
it does feel like that they're going to compete for the top spot, but I mean, like you said, it's early to tell. It's still way too early.
100%. I mean, look, I understand it's a 56-game season. I'm just adjusting myself a headset a little bit because I feel like it's falling off. It is a 56-game season. I understand that, but we still haven't even reached the 5th of the games played right now. So I always say you gotta give a little of time for all the teams to kind of adjust everything. How good is TJ? Like, I know it was kind of tough the first couple games. Oh, that was close. TJ Brody has looked pretty solid of late. I think the thing is, he's just so quiet and like, and as I say that,
who is that? Who the hell? Oh, Cahoon.
That was such a weird play. Because he
fell. It was coming. They were just adding. So they were cashing in on the pressure on Freddie.
So yeah, it's funny because Dominic Cahoon came over from Buffalo. I think it was with Buffalo and Pittsburgh last year. It's unfortunate. Is that Morgan Riley that blocked it initially?
No, he just fanned on it.
He just lost it. Yeah, he lost the puck a little bit, just took advantage of it, and then.
Gotta say that's actually pretty funny. That guy stinks.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's just funny because, like, you see, it's like you have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, and then McDavid, I think, is paired with Puljujarvi and oh my God, I should have had the lines up.
First goal of the season too for him.
Yeah, probably first goal of his career.
A lot of these guys are going to have first goal of the season for Edmonton. Okay, let's not put the puck towards the net, guys. All right.
That's a really stupid pass that almost worked.
That's usually the way she goes. All right. If you ever want to know what a lineup for any team, Daily Face-Off, really great for that. So just looking at these Oilers lines, you have Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Puljujarvi. That's not terrible. Connor McDavid obviously makes it great. Then you got Dominic Cahoon, Leon Draisaitl, and Kyler Yamamoto.
Oh no! Oh my
Oh boy.
gosh.
Just missed it. That was
I thought he scored
ugly.
that.
That was ugly.
Freddie, no bueno. Frederick Anderson, not great at handling the puck. Just want to put that out there. If you've ever watched Freddie try to, I think there was a period. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, or you see him like get out of the net to play the puck, and you're just like, Freddie, don't. They were trying to say, oh, a goalie that can
Freddie,
play
no!
Yeah. Like the only goalie I think that can actually play the puck, Carey Price and Mike Smith. And Mike Smith has had some brutal giveaways doing that, but Carey Price is the best in the league at doing that. That's kind of why he is one of the better goalies in the league, because he can do those things like that to help his team out. But I'm just not. Oh yeah, you do.
Wow, he just missed that.
Yeah,
That should have been a goal.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it wasn't by much. They
if Freddie didn't get the pad there, that would have been a goal, because the pad kind of disrupted his shooting angle a little bit. But yeah, the Leafs they've looked rather sloppy to start.
Yeah,
this
there have been
game.
way too many opportunities for the Oilers so far.
Well, it's not only it's like, look, you try your best to limit Draisaitl, McDavid. That's always kind of the MO, but that doesn't mean you just not acknowledge the other guys that are on the ice. Let's be real here. All right, I think it's time to make a move with this hat. This hat is coming off because it is not working out with my headset right now. The headset keeps falling.
I just want to point out that David was complaining about his forehead showing with the hat before we started.
You get it all, people. You get it all. Just gotta embrace it. I was never gifted with a nice flow. It's not the way she goes.
What?
So, Jose, can you do me a favor? On the live tracker, can you go to the box score for a second?
Yep.
I know you got it on your laptop there, so can you scroll down a little bit?
Yep.
All right. So I just kind of want to look and see. Wait, was Josh Anderson actually slotted into this game? There's no way.
Joey,
sorry, Joey. Yeah, sorry, not Josh Anderson, the Habs player. That's what I had on my brain. Joey Anderson. I don't know why he's on the tracker right now. That was something that I found weird. I don't think he was actually started in this game. Pretty sure he was taken out for Spezza.
I'm gonna check the.
The easiest way to look. There's one extra Leafs player on this live tracker. Oh, Jake, they're just show. I don't know if it's the same for you.
Yeah, the spinorama pass.
I was like, is that what they were alluding to earlier? Looking at the ice time, I'm just curious to see what McDavid's at. Okay, it's actually isn't as bad as I thought. A lot of Muzz and Hall right now, which you kind of expect. The third pairing has seen like no ice time right now, which I mean is kind of expected because the Oilers are going to try to put either McDavid or Draisaitl when they're on the ice. Yeah, just right now they are having a time. They're just not. The Leafs just look so slow, and just bad turnovers. You cannot. I think that was killing the Leafs in the first couple of games. Was
I can't believe they actually played that correctly. They just showed Yamamoto literally zero. I would act like he's not even on the ice, to be honest. I was like, you want to shoot? Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the other problem too. Is getting in the way of. I've seen times where guys have gone for shot blocks. I think Bogosian did one last game, and Freddie got blocked by him. I'm just like, you're not helping, guy. Just get out of the way. Let the guy shoot. Okay, let's not do that. It's funny because going into this game, you hear a lot about Justin Hall and how great he's been. I'm like, it's easy to look really good in the first few games. Let's see if he can do it for 56 games, because that was the issue. He looked so good for the first couple months of the season, and then it was kind of a train wreck after that. After he signed his contract, pretty much, he's got his extension. I just kind of hate when you pump the pump the tires of a guy like that, because it's just like, let me see it a little bit more, especially when the guy is being put on the second pairing. Looks like we're gonna get a commercial break.
If you guys to continue on our hate of the retro jerseys, because I feel like this is something I have to go back to. Somebody tweeted out the old Ontario double blue license plate and said that was easier to read than the current retro jerseys. Well, somebody said that it looks similar to the Blue Jays jersey, or that's the jersey that we want, the old road gray jerseys with the Toronto on it, saying that that's the crossover we're gonna get.
No, I would actually say the license plate is probably the best comparison right now.
James Myrtle, the Leafs look like they're playing in pajamas.
That's going to make me think of this jersey in a totally different way when they come back on the ice.
Yep.
But no, I think whoever made that comment about the license plate, probably the best one
so far that I've seen. Yeah.
It's just you're distracted by the gray. There's just too much gray.
Yep.
Hey, if anybody that's watching the broadcast right now wants to give their thoughts on the jerseys, please do. Because I think I don't like it. If people actually like it, I don't know.
Oh,
I think
one of my coworkers who's a giant Leafs fan bought it. She bought the jersey, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can. Saying that she got at least used to it, she likes the look, and I told her what we've been saying all night already. It's that great. That's just throw me off.
Look,
we're back.
Maybe the ones that they're wearing on the ice are different than the ones they're selling, because that's also a thing as well. You're not always getting exactly what they're wearing on the ice. So this shocker, Connor McDavid is first on a lot of offensive
points,
categories.
possessions, no chances.
Sorry, it doesn't surprise me at all. It's Connor McDavid. There's a reason why he's the highest paid player in the league. Imagine if Edmonton didn't have a Connor McDavid right now. Like,
they would be. Well, I mean, they are in shambles right now, but yeah, no doubt about it.
We constantly. I was actually surprised when he got injured last year that they didn't completely fall apart. It was like it wasn't amazing. Like Draisaitl did actually show that he didn't always need McDavid, but my goodness, there were times where they didn't have McDavid and they looked lost.
Oh yeah,
and that's what a player like him does for a team like that. So. Hey, look, it's our buddy Austin Owens joining in on the comments when he will eventually be joining us for the live stream. I know he's having dinner and he didn't want to be eating dinner while the live stream was happening, which
is understandable.
This is a watch party. Guess what? I'm going to probably have some snacks as the live stream is going on because
I have some O'Henry's in the kitchen. Let me pop in some O'Henry's.
Thanks for sharing.
Of course, no worries. That's and I mean, I feel like if we were together watching this game, we would have like a big like bowl of popcorn, like pop, maybe some beers. Oh, what a dream!
Well, if you guys were over watching the game, there would definitely be. I was cleaning my basement today, and I was organizing the beer bottles, and the beer in the cantina is nice and cold because of that's probably the only good thing about the weather we're having right now. The cantina is nice and cold, so I don't have to put stuff in the fridge, like beers and stuff.
Very true.
It's the greatest thing about having a cantina in this type of weather.
It's left in the period, just under 3 minutes.
This has probably been one of the. I'm just thinking this might be one of the worst first periods I've seen the Leafs had all season.
I mean, aside from that, it's been a very clean period, not a single penalty. And of course, I feel like we're going to go in very short.
Oh, yeah, you just jinxed it for sure.
Yeah.
That's usually how she goes.
We had a good run.
So, there is something being written on that puck. Probably.
Was that actually his first career goal?
No, I think that might have been his first goal as an Oiler.
Was an Oiler.
It looked like not bad
Eesh.
there.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
Okay. Nugent Hopkins, if you think you're gonna intimidate Wayne Simmons by hey, get away, like no, don't even try. Yeah, like that's fair game. He did not have clear, didn't have it clean.
No.
You hear the whistle, you play to the whistle.
Yep.
Okay. After I've absolutely dummied the Leafs for how bad this period has gone, I could totally see them scoring a goal. Although,
which is what we like to see, you know.
Yeah. By the way, for anybody that is waiting for Austin Owens to join, because I know some of you are, he said he will be joining us in the intermission. He is done eating, but he wants to kind of get a smooth transition in, so he will be joining us in the intermission. Looks like our view numbers are going up, so if anybody is joining us, welcome to the watch party. You can see our names clearly on the screen because Austin prepared that for us. Pretty sure, right? You didn't do anything, Jose?
The program that we're using can offer display names for us on the current settings that we currently have. And as you were saying, David, just a little earlier, there it is. I can't react.
What did I say? I said the Leafs looked so bad that they're going to score a goal. And look,
it sucks.
Austin, if you do not come into this stream, Austin just said, I don't think the overlay is on. Yeah, it's probably true. It's not Austin, if you do not come onto this show if you come on the show and you're not wearing your William Nylander jersey, shame on you, my friend.
Tavares kicked it out there. Nylander, bang, right there, right at the doorstep.
Ooh. That is, I don't think there's a player on the Leafs who has more strength to do stuff. Oh, was James Neal? I don't know what that was for. Oh man. I think personally, John Tavares has been the most consistent player for the Leafs this season. Like he has just been.
He is being a lot. Did that go into his jersey?
Let's see.
You'll get the replay in a second. But
that went in. That went in through the top.
Okay. I was reading
it's dangerous.
I was reading some James Murdoch on The Athletic, and he brought up an excellent point on how Tavares has now been allowed to do more on offense than he did with Babcock, which again you can see it shows with how he started this season. But again, yeah, you're right. He's been such a great offensive piece that I feel like this is why the Leafs. We're finally starting to see why the Leafs paid him in the first place. Not that he didn't deserve it, mind you. But it's been a great start for him. By the way, Nylander's fourth goal this season. There, look at that.
Kind of showing that maybe last year wasn't a fluke for him.
No.
I also want to bring up a couple of things about Tavares. Tavares is actually a pretty decent defender. Just because, look, he might not be the fastest player, and people always bring up, the contract's going to look bad because he's going to get slow. But what I think he's showing, he is so strong.
Who?
Like he is. John Tavares.
Yeah.
He is so strong that it's really hard to knock the puck off of him, even if he's not going fast. Like the puck, like he has that puck on a magnet. I always look back to that video where he absolutely dummies Sean Couturier in the corner, where Couturier tries to strip the puck off of him, and he's just like, nope, you are not getting this puck. Like that's the John Tavares I know. And on that play, on that goal, James Neal thought he had the puck.
Tavares did a great job making sure Neal didn't have that at all.
Yeah, he used his strength, right? So I think John Tavares has kind of silenced a lot of critics last year of him. Like he admitted that he had the broken hand at one point. I think he had an oblique injury as well. he mentioned that, and those types of injuries you just can't get over. Well, considering the amount of minutes he plays and stuff like that. So, yeah, and Jose, I think you're right too in that. I think one thing under Keefe and Babcock always talks about how he wants his players to be responsible at both ends of the ice. Which I mean, yeah.
Oh no!
What happened there?
That is what we call. Well, first off, Josh Archibald getting a goal that probably should have had earlier in the game. That is just the Leafs not picking up their guy. So let's see what happened here. So battling in the corner.
I just got past Freddie.
Well, I don't.
He was just in a good spot.
Well, yeah, Justin Hall got beat on the play. Like he can't let Josh Archibald beat you to the net.
No.
Good play by McDavid.
Yeah, I was about to say McDavid just found them. He saw a spot and just capitalized it. But with 13.1 seconds to go, that's
not a way you want to end the period there. I think that's on Justin Hall for letting Archibald go into the net. So, oof. But yeah, no, McDavid. That's the thing. He's got great vision. What's
going on here?
Oh, the clock, I think.
Oh.
See, don't even need you. Be Cuthbert to that one, that's for sure.
Even the logo on the Jumbotron is just throwing me off.
Yeah, it's gray. It's the gray that's throwing you off. If that's either blue, just straight blue with no gray outline, or even a white outline, I don't think you.
It's even the font is just throwing me off. Intermission.
All right.
I mean, it was I think you were right saying it wasn't the Leafs' best period. I mean, the goal was nice little momentum. But
well, the goal was nice, and what happened after the goal, because they kind of were picking things up a little bit. But are we ready to make this party with 4?
What? You were about to say something else there, buddy. Hey, Austin.
Hey, joining the show is our good friend Austin Owens. You are wearing the Nylander jersey. I think I bullied you.
Yeah, is that even a question?
Oh, man. So, Austin, thoughts on that period? I said not very good.
I think it's National Give a Goal to a Creative Player Day because, Dominic Cahoon and Josh Archibald, that's quite a cast when you have McDavid and Draisaitl on the ice. Anyway, I don't know. That was a period.
I will be back. I'm just gonna get water when Austin can take over for a bit here.
All right, Austin, you got to pick up the slack a little bit now.
Elephant in the room. Those jerseys are horrific.
Elephant in the room.
Not an elephant. Sorry, that would mean it's a secret. It is not a secret. Those jerseys are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Those might be the worst Leafs jerseys I've seen.
It's bad.
Like
those are up there with. Oh, what can you even say?
Man, I still can't believe they allowed a goal with 13 seconds left.
That pass by McDavid was gross, though. Like I'll take a goal against on a pass like that. There's no stopping that if you're Freddie.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not Freddie's fault. That's Justin Hall's fault for letting Josh Archibald go to the net untouched, as I said. But yeah, those jerseys might be the worst Leafs jerseys I've seen in a while. It's the gray. If that's white, it's not even that bad.
Nobody's complaining if it's white stripes. Where does the gray come from? It makes zero sense.
A friend of mine says, a friend of mine asked me what he thought of the jerseys. Well, I liked them.
I mean, that's fine. You can like them if you want. That's not like you're wrong for liking them. They're nice in a way, but they don't fit with what the Leafs have been a blue and white team for over 100 years now.
Yeah, they've been
Even before that. They had no gray.
They've been a blue and white team ever since Conn Smythe took over.
Yeah,
they have also been white and not gray for a lot of their existence. So I don't. I just don't understand the gray part. I'm always curious as to how much of a design input the teams have on these like retro jerseys, because I know like when the Leafs did their new logo and stuff, like they had a lot of say in how that jersey was done and everything.
Mhm.
Personally, I just don't know what Jose doesn't want us to see what's going on.
Like this is a lovely jersey. This original. The only thing I kind of like or kind of want from the old jerseys was that the Maple Leaf crest they had on the shoulders.
It's so funny you say that because
Yeah,
Jose does
Jose
not
said
want
the
that.
same.
Really?
The exact opposite,
Okay.
yeah.
You know what? It's funny because the Leafs jerseys, I think this was the jerseys they wore before the new logo came in.
Yeah.
They had the white and blue Leafs on the shoulders. I didn't mind those.
Yeah.
It's just the shoulders kind of look plain. But I
I need to find it. I have the jersey that was pulled off correctly that was sort of based off this one, and that's the Marlies alternate. The white with the blue on the shoulder. That is a hell of a jersey.
Mhm.
And it's got the white Leafs on the shoulders. On the other hand, I kind of like Edmonton's. I can't put my finger on why.
I think it's the orange. Jake actually really likes the orange.
Yeah, I thought that looked good.
It's more. Is it brighter than their
they're
usual
showing
orange?
the-
It seems.
They're showing the game, I guess, Montreal, Calgary.
Yeah. Jake Allen's playing tonight. I'm a little surprised on that, actually.
Hey, Jake Allen sighting. How about that?
Actually, I'm going to be right back because I'm going to show you my favorite Leafs jersey.
All right.
I'll be right back. It's a quick walk.
And then there were two. Jake, how are you today?
Good. How about
Good.
yourself? And there's three.
Oh, Jose's here. He's just not showing us his. Oh, 4. Look at this. We got Doges. Everything's better with Doges.
He's got to track his coins. He's got. We're investing to the moon, right, Charlie?
Yeah. Oh, you're in on that too?
No. I don't invest in currency that doesn't mean anything.
Dogecoin.
But Dogecoin. I do like the memes though of the Akita going on the rocket. Yeah.
Unreal. Oh my god. I'm doing good. Again, I'm a little less than impressed by these jerseys, but it is what it is. Very impressed by a Nylander goal though. Big fan of him. If that wasn't obvious from all the times we've chatted on the podcast.
What is this they're talking about? Flames team meeting or something?
Yeah,
so
they had
the
a
Flames
team
had a
meeting.
players only meeting after that loss to Calgary. I said Montreal.
Because they suck.
So I'm just sending a quick text message. All right. So my favorite Leafs jersey. I had the Phil Kessel version of this jersey, but it doesn't fit me anymore. It was a long time ago. It was the Reebok one. Reebok knockoff.
Oh, no.
They wore these jerseys for a really long time. I thought that they should have made this their permanent white jersey, but they didn't. It's this bad boy right here.
Yeah, those are the ones that everybody thought were going to be the reverse retro this year.
Look, this is the CCM one because the difference between the CCM and the Reebok is this mesh. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I had one of those when I was younger as well.
I actually found this on eBay.
Mm.
Very good price actually for the jersey as well. So Teddy Jenner.
Teddy, my guy.
Hey, okay, we got another buddy joining.
We got an Oilers fan in our midst, boys.
Oh boy.
Long suffering Oilers fan, Teddy Jenner. I love you, bud.
It's all right. We will accept anyone to the watch party, that's for sure. Just if you just be warned, we will probably say a lot of Leaf stuff, but
he's gonna give it back to us. Don't worry. This is a pride game every time.
Teddy, I will say these Oilers jerseys pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, they're actually really nice. I actually think you guys should be wearing these jerseys more than those dark blue whatever jersey. I don't know what they really call those jerseys. I guess it's your home your permanent home.
The navy ones. We had a chat about this the other day, Teddy, or what was it during their opener? We had to talk about this in a group chat we're in, and yeah, I like the orange ones a little bit, but these ones are nice. I don't know. Usually, there's a reason they go away from like all the regular home jerseys.
Well, not only that, because they're kind of like you see those jerseys that Dallas is wearing.
Yeah.
I actually,
Are we talking about the neon green ones?
yes.
Talk about an atrocious jersey for a sec.
You know what? I don't like them, but I don't hate them.
Yeah, they're one of those that are just sort of they exist.
Like, I get what they're doing. It's something that's a little more modern looking. I just don't think the color works. Like, look, everyone wanted Dallas to go back to the stars, like the Minnesota North Stars.
The Mike Modano era stars. Oh, sorry, the North Stars. Yes, but I wanted the Mike Modano era stars with like the one that the peak at the bottom of the jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Those to me are so nice. I love them.
Yeah, like there's a lot of teams that the jerseys, like the away jerseys or the retro or alternate, or whatever you want to call them, those jerseys are so easy to do right.
Yeah.
Like, bring back the jerseys that everyone likes. Oh, they're showing a. You know what?
I forget so often that Manny Malholtzer is a Leafs coach. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I remember writing that story when the news broke. Kevin BX, by the way, great addition to the Sportsnet panel.
What if what if I missed?
He's had a couple of interesting shirt and tie combos, but he's good analysis.
Jose, we have an Oilers fan joining the
It's not the Oilers fan you're thinking of, by the way.
No, it is Mr. Teddy Jenner, Austin's friend. Thank you for joining us.
Teddy works with me on Lacrosse Flash, so sent him a link.
Excellent.
Figured
Hello,
he'd
welcome, Teddy. Welcome.
like to join in.
I will say, Teddy, a decent period for the Oilers. Like that's a bounce back period for them.
If I sort of glanced over analyzing that period, that was I would say that is a period that was sort of between a team that looks, I don't want to say desperate, but that's kind of what the Oilers are at this point.
They need a win. Yeah,
you need a win here. Like, Teddy knows this. Oilers fans know this. They've been talking about it since the loss the other night. Like, this is a must win.
Oh, what happened to Chara? Did he get hit in the face?
Oh, Z, no.
Playing the his former team too.
Oof. You really earn that high stick if you take it on Chara.
Mm-hmm.
And the Leafs just don't. The Leafs are always like, it seems like they're always good for one really bad period a game, or like wet part of a period.
I don't know if you guys are watching the broadcast right now and watching the Sabres highlight. Those Sabres jerseys.
There were a couple fantastic rebrands this offseason.
We do like these, right? Because that's what we do. Okay. I just wanted to hear, because I mean I like them too, but I just didn't hear you guys properly. Okay.
Them in Calgary hit an absolute grand slam with their jerseys.
By the way, when the Sabres wore the jerseys last year, did you guys hear about the issues with those jerseys?
Which ones?
So the Sabres went back to the what do they call them? The swords, I guess.
Yeah,
is what
they went back to their throwback logo after they used the Buffa slug back in like 2010.
Well, because they went back to they used to do because they had their 50th anniversary or whatever. They had an anniversary.
Yeah. Oh, right. They had the white with the gold alternate last year. Yeah.
So fans could not buy that. A lot of fans said that jersey was not available.
That's a missed opportunity. MLSE would never.
Oh yeah, no.
Miss making profit off a jersey release? What are you, crazy?
They had alumni come because it's this anniversary thing. They gave them fake jerseys.
Like,
wow.
Yeah.
They gave them the non-authentic.
Oh, like with the pressed on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo's a fun place.
Pat Gregoire. I think
that's another one of my boys. Let's go.
Austin, your boys are killing it for us.
My lacrosse family are coming in. Let's go.
Comment. As awful as these Leafs jerseys are, somehow Willie still looks incredible in it.
That's facts, Greggy. Let's go.
We love comments like that.
I'm gonna leave that up there for a little bit. That's a great.
You can leave that up for the rest of the game.
I was gonna say we gotta get the ticker going with that one.
With just his tweet.
No, that's
Oh
that's
my
a
God.
fantastic comment. Fantastic comment. That's what this watch party is all about, guys. We want comments like that. We want
He
we want to
doesn't,
have
man.
fun.
I love it.
I'm gonna just
I'm also Nylandered out, so extra fun with that.
You know what? Yeah, I told Austin we got to get that 29 changed. It's funny because
Yeah.
when Austin had bought that jersey.
Do you want me to tell them?
Yeah, can you tell the story? I think Jake was Jake there for that?
Jake wasn't there for that, but I was messaging him on what's. There's the ticker.
Did you have to buy like a Matt Hunwick jersey or something?
No, so I was texting Chris, who's
Martin
not on right now,
Marincin?
obviously.
Someone like that.
That was somebody, Nick Barden, bought a Marincin jersey after a game because he scored or something.
Yes, he did.
So it was similar to that. It was last year the Leafs were playing the Islanders in New York, and we were at Real Sports in Toronto back when you could actually interact with other human beings.
That was fun. That was a good time.
Yeah, and Jose, Dave, and I were at Real Sports, and I think they were losing, and I said, I think Nylander whiffed on a breakaway or something. So I went, God damn it, if Nylander scores, then I'm going to have to buy a jersey or something. Because we were in the sport check. Before we went to Real Sports, we were in the sport check, and the Nylander jersey, he just changed his number, so the 29 jersey that I'm wearing was 50% off.
More than 50% off, I think.
It was like
it was a
60
big
or
sale.
50% off plus an additional 25.
It was like $110 or something. It was super cheap. For anyone that buys Adidas jerseys, that's a very good price. And sure enough, Willie heard me all the way from Long Island and potted one on the power play. So I kind of slammed the table and I was like, well.
No, because this is what happened too. And you were debating that jersey and it says, you should get it.
I was going back and forth.
I don't know. So then we get there and we said,
right? Were we at Hoops or
no? We were at Real Sports.
We were sitting in one of the booths at Real Sports.
Yes. I remember.
And then you said, and I said, we're gonna hold you to it.
Yeah.
You said if Nylander scores, I'm gonna have to get that jersey. And I said he's gonna score, and you're gonna have to get that jersey.
Yeah. I don't even think he was done celebrating, and I went, well. There's no liar, and I went and walked across to the sport check and bought it.
As soon as the goal went in, we're all just
we all looked at you and just like go.
What I felt like was we're all glued to the big screen in Real Sports. I think we even had a pillar in front of us. We were just waiting. As soon as the goal went in, it literally felt like as soon as we turned, as soon as Dave and I looked to our left, because I remember Austin was to my left, I was in the middle, Dave to the right, and as soon as the goal went in, we looked to our left, and then you already saw Austin halfway up from his seat and already leaving.
I was already sliding out of the booth. I'm like, well, shit. I don't have a choice now.
Oh, that was a classic. That was.
If I back out now, they're gonna think I'm a wimp. I can't have that.
You could not back out.
I put it on credit, and we dealt with it another time. We're good. And now here we are.
But the funny part to that is Nylander does not wear 29.
No,
and
that's the thing.
So you bought it at the Sport Check.
I bought it at Sport Check, but the thing is, the guy that was at Sport Check said that Real Sports will still honor it because they do any Adidas jersey.
Yeah, they do anything.
And the problem was Real Sports was closed.
Yeah.
So then you eventually tried to go to Real Sports to get it done, and I think you said, I just missed the deadline by like a few days.
Yeah. So the silly part is I worked downtown, or when COVID wasn't happening, I worked just off Front Street. So I walked to Union every day, and anyone that has been to Scotiabank Arena, formerly the Air Canada Centre, knows the Union Station is connected to the stadium, the arena. Mm-hmm. So I could have very easily just taken my jersey and gone after work one day and done it. And I waited like 4 months, just very, not 4 months, like it was into the new year. And then I went one day and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go do it. And I walked all the way over to, not all the way, it was like a 10-minute walk. Let me not make me sound like I went on a 2-mile trek. I went all the way over to Real Sports. And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we were doing it, but you missed the deadline by like 2 days, man. I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Oh well, facts."
Yeah,
Austin blew his pants to get his jersey changed.
Facts. Pat, yeah, I went to Pro Image Pickering. I think Austin told me we went, and
Pat worked at Pro Image in Pickering.
Pat, what happened, man? What happened?
What I can tell you what happened. They were deciding to build a new. I think this is what happened. At least they were deciding to build a new development on like a terminal or something or apartments or something on the end of Pickering Town Center. I live in Pickering, And so when I got the jersey, it was like I think it closed down in like January of 2020, like right after the new year. I got the jersey probably in November, but because they were doing it for free, I never ended up going to Pro Image, which was, in hindsight, silly plan. So I'm going to hear about that from Greggy later. But they ended up shutting down that whole wing that they were in of the mall because they were doing this redevelopment. So like
Oh, look at that little family picture. Oh, they're going to be teammates.
oh,
They'll be teammates soon. It's okay.
Matthews' parents are just an absolute treasure.
Who's the guy on the right? That's got to be McDavid's brother.
Maybe. I guess that's McDavid's dad on the left.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's Mr. McDavid. I don't know who the guy on the right was.
So yeah, I got some.
Even though he didn't get the jersey changed, it's still. I mean, I feel like down the road you can probably say like sell it and be like, hey, look what I got, guys. This is like a throwback.
I am gonna get it changed though because I don't know what it is about the number 88. It is. Mark is absolutely right. By the way, Dave's brothers joined the chat, I believe. Yeah, Mark.
Oh.
Okay, I'm making sure I didn't get the wrong Mark. Yeah, the retro jerseys are ungood, to say the least.
Theme of the night: Leafs jerseys not great.
It will be the theme of the night as well every time they wear it. Is how awful these jerseys look.
Yeah, I don't think. I said this is probably the worst Leafs jerseys I've seen them wear. Mark is correct. Blue and white. That's literally the easiest thing you can do is wear blue and white every time.
DJ is saying the exact thing I was getting to is I love the number 88. I think it's. I don't know how many people have worn it, but Patrick Kane to me always not a great human being, depending on who you talk to. Love 88, the number 88.
Yeah.
I was at the World Cup of Hockey in 2016, and we were covering it for school. And we went to remember they had the Village down in the Distillery District. Did you ever go to that?
No, I don't think I ever did.
So I ended up going there to film something for school because we were covering the World Cup for a long form story of some kind. I don't remember. And I ended up buying the Canada hoodie, the Adidas hoodie in the end. But I went into the store and they had a US Patrick Kane jersey. Ooh. And I am Canadian through and through. I could throw my Crosby jersey on if I really wanted to from the Olympics. But I have never been so close to buying a jersey in my life that was by another country because that 88 looked so crisp on the back of that US jersey.
Yeah, it's just I will preface anything above 5. 66, 77, 88, 99 is a given. They all look phenomenal. Like, I remember when Nylander chose 88 and people lost their minds. And I'm just like, why? 88, yes, Eric Lindros wore 88, but he only was with the Leafs.
5 actual minutes with the Leafs.
Yeah, not only that.
Hold on. 1 sec.
Uh-oh, he's gone.
Oh, man, he's getting up. Look what we've done, ladies and gentlemen. We got Austin out of the chair.
When you get him out of the chair, it's a different mood with Austin.
Austin definitely has something Eric Lindros related that he's.
Can we just say that, by the way, that was a great opportunity by Willie, and I think it would have been really cool if he got that goal in.
It would have been an epic if
it would have been a really epic goal.
But yeah, no, Willie with 88 is great. Oh, yeah, Hyman wearing 11. Yeah, that's a decent number. Okay, so yeah, so he's so DJ obviously big Zach Hyman fan. By the way, DJ is a friend of Mark's. Just so if good friend, big Leaf fan too. Has a good, cute dog too. I know that a lot of us are dog people in this chat, even though I'm the one that doesn't own a dog.
Dogs are great. Gotta love the dogs.
Because I just think back to like numbers, like and DJ brought up the fact about like 88 with Nylander, 11 with Hyman. I think Bogosian's 22. So 33 though. I don't think there's anyone I've ever seen wear 33 in hockey.
I don't pay attention too much to jersey numbers, but
Oh,
now that you bring it up,
if you look at Patrick Waugh, how can I forget? Patrick Waugh did wear 33.
Nice
So
going.
that's an easy one. Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. Has anybody ever worn 00? I know that's a thing in basketball.
No,
In football.
What? No way. First of all,
Not in hockey.
you'd get ripped to shreds just by some 75-year-old dude who's just like, back in my day, if you wore 00, he'd slit your throat with his skate. Yeah, no, like considering they do that for like actual numbers, 00, they'd probably trade you to like the KHL. They'd be like, "Oh,
Could
he's
you
got
imagine the outrage? Somebody
Mhm.
wearing 00 in a hockey game.
Yeah. Considering they
What's his name?
basically try to-
Edmonton went on a rant this year because somebody was wearing 98.
Yeah.
Pugliarvi.
Oh my God! Yes, I remember. That was
And
one
then
of
Too
the
close
worst.
to 99. We can't have it.
Then Hosang for
Stop.
wearing 66.
Yeah, Hosang for
Oh
wearing
my God.
66 with what?
For
It
the New
wasn't
York
Pittsburgh. Islanders, right?
Not
Yeah.
even the
By the way,
Penguins.
How was it such a big deal if it wasn't with Pittsburgh?
Because people are stupid. I mean,
I forgot. Like
as
he
soon
wasn't
as you
even on the
realize people are
Penguins.
absolutely morons.
Yeah.
Then you know.
Every team in the league has a number 4. Nobody gets upset about that. Well, I'm sure certain people do, but like
Okay, and I always forget Morgan Riley wears 44. So
Um,
That's a-
3-digit
if,
jersey
if
number.
anybody wants some unique jersey number
Uh,
history here, Martin. I suck with pronouncing names. Martin Byron of the Buffalo Sabres.
Martin Biron?
Biron. See, I told you. I
Martin
suck at
Biron.
this.
And now you're good.
1996 wore 00.
Yes.
Wow.
So
guys.
he did.
1996 and the 0 and,
And
the
he swiftly
00.
never wore it again.
Yeah, there's no way he wore it.
Well, that because it wasn't allowed because the league removed the numbers from circulation prior to the 96-97 season. So I think he is the last individual to do it.
Just imagine because
Um,
every time you score a goal by number zero, like,
and
that
was-
sounds
yeah.
terrible.
Biron was 00. Number 0 was Neil Sheehy, if I'm saying that right again, also from the Buffalo Sabres. So 0 and 00,
No
and
idea.
then removed from circulation for the 96-97 season. So
See, I don't
There you
love
go.
that. I really like
There you go.
number 0. They allow it in college football, right?
Yes.
They don't allow it in the NFL because they have. They
Petition
did
for
have
3-digit.
00 is like a long snapper number.
00. Well, in college football, I mean, you're wearing like 97 if you're a kicker for some reason.
Yeah, basically.
Because, I guess because every lineman in the league wears 1 to 10 because they want to be cool.
DJ has 2 comments here. DJ said petition for 3-digit jersey numbers. I want my Mitch Marner London Knights 420 jersey. And do you guys remember in Futurama that so many jerseys were retired that they were in the decimals?
That's what
We
it's
had-
going
we-
to get to at some point.
We had this discussion.
Yeah.
Jake brought it. Jake brought up in our chat.
It's so
because-
stupid.
The Leafs have retired. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bring this up.
17
because-
jerseys, is it?
That's so stupid.
And some of them, the interesting
There
thing with the
should be-
Leafs
there
is some
should
of them
be-
are multiple
Honestly,
players.
I'm trying to think of like anybody on the Leafs that like actually deserves their number to be retired.
Johnny
So
Bauer.
yeah. So number 1, Turk Broda, Johnny Bauer. Absolutely, no doubt. Yes, those guys.
Okay,
were pillars.
but
Certain
Wendell
ones like
Clark?
Red Kelly's. Red
like
Kelly's
Wendell Clark,
retired, right?
like come on, man.
Yeah, there's a
17
couple
Wendell
guys.
Clark-
Doesn't Wendell
Uh,
Clark have like 500 points? Like, come on.
like okay,
They're-
Matt Sundin 13. I get that one. That
Yeah,
guy
okay.
was.
Is he still the franchise's all-time leader in points?
Yeah, there's
Yes.
no way
Yeah,
anybody's even close to him.
Yeah, it's him then Sittler.
Oh, that's a slam dunk. Yeah, he and Sittler are slam dunks. I mean, you can make a
You
make
make
a
the-
case for Doug Gilmour because he had a couple really good seasons, but he was only here for 5 or
Yeah,
6
he
seasons. So
And I know Mark especially was a big Doug Gilmour fan growing up. 93, a lot of people will associate 93 with Doug Gilmour. That's fine.
Eh. He played there like 3 years.
He did,
it was
but
5 or,
he was
it was 5 or
probably
6.
the-
It was
probably
longer
the-
than I thought.
better individual years by a Leaf player. Like I think he had
Probably
the most.
best.
He had a couple 100-point seasons,
Well,
I believe.
Well, he had the
120,
most
He's
points.
got the Leafs record.
Yeah, 127.
All the year. Yeah, I don't know. It's sort of weird because it's like Wendell Clark and Doug Gilmour are 2 guys that like if you didn't retire their numbers, there's a good section of the fan base, and you know which ones I'm talking about that would boycott the
The
team.
thing is, like, I don't know. I'm totally against retiring numbers unless it's a league-wide thing. Like we're watching. I watch European soccer. Ronaldo, like they got some scrub wearing his 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
on Madrid.
He's
Yeah.
probably one of the top 2 players to ever play.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like how many
10 is
players have
gonna
worn
go to
10?
somebody. So many. Messi's gonna
Oh, yeah.
get his replaced too.
Oh yeah.
Did they just get another bench miner?
There's like, oh god, interference.
Oh,
There's William.
Uh-oh. So another great comment by DJ 10.893 deserves to be retired.
yeah.
Yeah. We
Wait.
all know what that's
Wait,
reference.
they called that a penalty? Oh my gosh, dude.
That's the first penalty of the game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh
thought it
my
was
gosh. What did he get shot with a rifle? Like, come on, man. Oh, he's on a roller coaster.
That's one of those that I guess it looks worse in real time than
Dude.
when you slow it
like
down.
when you look it back on replay. It's like, why would you call that? But it kind of looked like a slew foot if you think about it in real time.
Slew foot. Yo,
He has like sort of that
honestly,
motion.
if I'm gonna take a penalty, I'll slash you straight in the hands if you dive
Yeah.
that badly.
Like,
Oh my
no.
god. That was pathetic defense.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Who the heck was that? Who was that
That-
defending on that? That was awful.
Was that Muzzin?
Oh my
He just
god.
got walked.
Oh boy. If
That was really bad.
Austin, you may wanna text Teddy and see if he's okay.
Oh my god.
I'm okay.
Oh my.
What is
goodness.
Marner doing?
Oh my god, that was gross.
I mean, it's gross because he made everyone look like BB players.
Oh, what are
Yeah,
you?
that was sick. Marner, but
Come
like,
on.
come on, man. You gotta
Muzzin!
Yeah.
Hit
He
the,
went.
can someone explain
he
to
just,
me?
He just
Well, he's too
casually went by.
fast. You're not gonna hit him.
Yeah, he's too fast.
Past
Like,
you.
he's so
Oh my
fast. But like
God.
Marner with just the absolute awful effort.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
sucks.
yeah. That was pretty nice.
That was disgusting. That was Connor McDavid being the best player on earth.
And yes, DJ is right. When you're McJesus, it doesn't matter who's defending you because you'll make anyone look like a chump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he made
Oh,
Morgan Riley
gee.
look like an absolute one of those stick machines that just
Mark
goes back and forth.
Riley's just thinking to himself on the bench, it's not just me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
just-
that. It's like that James Franco meme where he's got the noose around his neck. First time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's-
oh
Jesus,
man.
it's just like
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Marner's looked bad on a couple goals. I mean, the Cahoon one wasn't exactly his fault because he slid by on the block. But you're all
Yeah,
not expecting
that was-
somebody to completely whiff on a shot and then keep it in his feet.
DJ,
Coming with the
DJ,
bangers
man,
today.
you're just killing it with the comments tonight. Yes,
It was a
Muzzin
pretty
did
good
get passed like on the you're in Woodstock on the
Hey,
401.
Woodside. I
Woodstock.
thought I said Woodbridge for a second.
No, it's Woodstock.
My
I
eye,
get the
he let me down there.
man. Oh man. Well, we're not gonna hear. We're gonna see that goal put up a lot tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to hear about
And,
that.
for,
from
and throughout the
Oilers.
season, you know, best goals of the 2021 season. Yeah, that's gonna pop up.
You know how you stop that is don't let him dance your entire 4-man unit.
People on Twitter saying Connor McRidiculous.
Like ridiculous. That's not bad.
Real original.
Contractually obligated to walk through the Leafs at least once a year. Good, or one of our good pals, Richard Lee Salmon, small font. Connor McDavid is better than Sidney Crosby ever was.
Richard, why aren't you joining us? I mean, I know he doesn't want to go on camera. Join us in the chat.
and
man.
I quote. I asked Richard if he'd like to come on, and he said, "I look like oh God, why am I
a
drawing a blank
caveman.
right now?"
A caveman.
Essentially, yes. No, he had a better way of putting it. Oh my God, hold on, I'm gonna find it. Oh, right. He said he looks like Robin Williams in Jumanji. So he doesn't want to be on camera.
Robin Williams from Jumanji. Whoa, that Ranger game was like 1-0 last I checked. Now it's 3-3.
Not good for me. I have Alexander Georgiev in that.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Wow.
Cappy's got a goal.
Ooh. Yeah, he had a really nice one against the first game. I think the Bruins.
Who's he playing with? Is he with Malkin or Crosby, or is he lower on the roster?
He's with Zucker,
He'd probably be with Zucker and Crosby.
or Zucker and Malkin or something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think it's Gensel, Crosby, and
So like Aston Reese or somebody. Rust isn't with them
no,
anymore.
I think Aston Reese is lower in the lineup.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's usually one of those guys they put with Crosby and he just lights it up for whatever reason. Well, whatever reason is Sidney Crosby, but
and there's McDavid back onto the ice.
here he comes again to haunt my nightmares. Let's go. Multi-point game since 2017. McDavid and Draisaitl. Yeah, those kind of go hand in hand because Draisaitl only plays about 10 games a year before they stick him back on McDavid's wing.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like Leon Draisaitl, and I know if Teddy's still in here, he's probably gonna get a little upset with me. But like that Hart should have gone to McDavid last year. Like I don't know, Draisaitl kind of needs to prove himself that he can do it without McDavid, sort of like what Malkin did without Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
Before I sort of consider him like an elite center in the league.
Yeah,
He can be an elite player. He is an elite player, but he's not like a Malkin to Crosby because he ends up. The Oilers just don't end up producing because their lineup's not deep enough, so they have to put Draisaitl with McDavid.
God.
So it's Jake Gensel, Sidney Crosby, Brian Russ is the top line.
Brian Russ.
Yeah,
oh right, didn't they send him to the Sabres and then bring him back or something?
No, that was.
Who am I thinking of?
No, you're thinking of. Oh my God, who are you? Oh my God.
Yeah. Insert guy here that Crosby.
Yeah,
Connor Sheary.
Very nice goal. Very nice goal. Top shot.
Oh yeah, wait. Austin Matthews is on the Leafs.
That
yeah,
was,
we know that for
was
sure.
Lucky.
That's
lucky
okay.
shit.
That's a
I'll
good
take him.
McDavid. Don't
That
do
was
us dirty
nice.
again.
That was so lucky though. Who fanned on this? Was it Kerfoot?
Let's see.
Oh, it was Marner. No, oh wow, that was just lucky.
Well,
if he meant to do that,
right there.
I don't think. Wait.
If they both meant to do that.
Oh, wait a minute. He meant to do that.
I don't know. Do you
I
think
don't know
Marner
about
meant to
that.
do
Watch. No, watch.
No, Marner didn't
watch.
need to do that, but he meant to
No.
shoot that. No, none of them
Did he?
meant to do it. Stop it.
No, that was
I don't know, it looked like
that
he
hit
meant
the
to
heel
do
of
That
his
was
stick.
two lucky things in a row. Marner fanned on his shot, and then Matthews got it deflected, I think.
That went off the heel of Marner's stick.
Oh.
So
Yeah, no, he did not mean to do that.
See,
I will say when-
It would
Sorry,
be
go on,
funny
Uncle.
to know if he did mean to do that.
The
Okay.
thing that's crazy is like, didn't he start the goal season with like 1 goal in 4 games?
Yeah.
Now he's got like 6.
he said he was crediting. I heard early on the broadcast today that he was crediting Simmons with telling him to shoot more. So Wayne Simmons is just an absolute hero across the board.
I mean, like if he's not top 2 or top 3 in shots in the league, there's something big problem.
like he's got a shot. Like this is what I never understood about Marner.
Probably one of the best wrist shots I've ever seen.
It's not a laser like Matthews, but he can put it anywhere
Wait,
he wants.
who are you talking about?
Marner.
Oh no, his wrist
Oh,
shot.
Yeah, I was about to say you guys
I
are
was
talking about
like, what the hell are you
two different
talking
things.
about? All right, cross check. There you go.
No,
It's
not
good
one of the
stuff.
best in the league. But Marner,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Marner. If Marner could actually shoot the puck, which has definitely gotten better, he could be one of the best players in the world.
we've seen his first career goal. Like he's not a guy that can't shoot. Against the Bruins, that was a nice shot. Yeah, I mean,
It's not necessarily having to have the
you don't have
the
to have a
hardest
Matthews
shot.
hard shot or
it's
a
all about
Draisaitl.
placement too.
Yeah, if you can put the puck anywhere in the net on a wrist shot, you don't have to have an absolute laser.
I mean, McDavid doesn't have a good shot.
No, but he puts the puck wherever he wants it.
I mean, if he had a good shot, like if he had Matthew's shot, I think like there's a chance he gets like 180 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would just demolish the league.
There are guys who have like, I mean, look how many. There's a reason why Ovechkin is a threat to put up 60 every year because the guy has legit 8 great shots on net a game.
Yeah, he always dunks on the league in regards to shots on goal. He gets like 4 a game or something.
So my brother is clearly hating on the McDavid goal because obviously it's.
Mark, we might have
He's-
to take you to the dark room, pal. Are you watching the same goal?
Am I going to put my brother in the penalty
It
box?
wasn't
again?
that pretty. Is he high?
Yeah.
That was.
Oh, let's go!
I want to react. And what that got on? I want to react. Damn it!
I like that we found the
Every
one day
single
that Jake.
time.
I found. I like,
Win, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty, but I have to keep my mouth shut. So
you know what?
Freak out.
One
was
thing
fucking
what that
true.
triggers me even more about these jerseys is that the George Armstrong patch is white,
I was just about to say.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
unreal.
this power
Good,
play
good
is
on, good
lethal.
on Hyman.
So is
Good
my
on-
brother on a stream right? I guarantee my brother's on a stream right now.
Oh, Leafs power play. Oh, that's
Oh,
some
no.
fucking shit too.
Mark, you're gonna find out that. Oh wow, that was.
Well, sorry, Mark.
So first off, I don't know if you saw that, but that play got tipped down.
I don't
Good
think
play
that was
by Hyman.
intentional. I mean,
No.
none of this is intentional.
No, because
Back
Tavares
to-
tried to tip it down, but
Yeah.
that was actually very fortunate
You
for
got
Hyman.
too much of it.
Couple lucky bounces for sure. That McDavid goal, real quick though, I think it's like the one he scored against us last year, where it's like the move was something in itself, and the defense, I mean, wasn't the greatest, but just that little quick move he does, where he pulls it back to the forehand and then just roofs it, is gross 100% of the time. Like some of the nastiest finishes in the league when McDavid does that.
Oh yeah, I think McDavid had a goal against the Jets where he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot it and score.
There it is. We're just ruining it.
Yeah, Mark's definitely behind.
Yeah, Mark, you are definitely behind.
I'll be right back.
I just want to say, like, I know we were praising about Matthews' goal earlier. I didn't tell Austin, but I have Austin Matthews in our fantasy league, the league that the three of us are in. I rejected it almost immediately. I just want to confirm with David is true. I knew I had to reject it. Somebody in our league asked for Austin Matthews, and in return wanted to give me Anthony Cirelli and Dylan Larkin for Austin Matthews, and I turned that down as soon as Austin said, as soon as Davison told, not even close. I'm like, absolutely.
No.
Why would I give him up?
Dylan Larkin might be a good starting place if he wasn't playing for the Detroit Red Wings.
Precisely.
We're still one of the worst teams in the league.
Precisely.
Now, at the same time, when I look at a player, I don't look at who. Like, if anything,
You have to take it into consideration, though, who he plays for, especially in the NHL.
I take into consideration if it's a goalie or if it's a defenseman. Because if
forward,
we're-
though, in his case, he doesn't really have anyone with him. Like he's probably playing with Dmitry Timashov right now.
No, I think he's got Todd Bertuzzi. Tyler Bertuzzi.
That'd be something. They have some good pieces. They have Zadina. Is Zadina playing for them right now?
Is Zadina
I
playing?
have paid zero attention to the Red Wings. I just know he's been around for a couple of years now. They have Taro Hirose. They've got Dmitry Timashov, who played in their top six for a bit last year. Yeah, I mean they're rebuilding, and it's just one of those teams that, like, Dylan Larkin is a stud. Mikko Lehtinen got his first.
By the way, yeah, I was just about to say that was his first career point with the Leafs. I think it's funny because I said he was going to be used on the power play quite a bit, and it makes sense because that's kind of what made him such a draw for them. So right now, I keep forgetting. So the top line for Detroit is Dylan Larkin, Tyler Bertuzzi, and Bobby Ryan.
Oh my God, Bobby Ryan! I forgot about him. That's actually not a bad line because Tyler Bertuzzi was an All-Star last year.
Yeah, and Bobby Ryan was actually not bad. Philip Zadina is injured at the moment.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
I just remember that. What draft was that again?
The Zadina draft was I want to say 2018. Let me check.
Because I just remember he got picked over.
It was the Dahlin year, I believe.
You are correct, 2018. Because we remember he got passed over. Like he was supposed to be the top three.
He was supposed to be the third after Svech and Dahlin were gone.
And it ended like Svechnikov. Yeah, clearly.
And Kotkaniemi and Barrett Hayden ended up getting taken in that draft. That was a weird first round.
Oh, like look, I just remember going back in that draft. If you're a lot of teams, how do you not pick Quinn Hughes? The
Yeah.
four of them. How do
I
you not?
remember, obviously, like every other defenseman, that the height was a big thing with him. That like a lot of teams were looking at. Bouchard was a big name. Dobson was a big name. Ty Smith got pushed down the board a bit, which is surprising. He had a goal today, actually, for New Jersey. I think that was his
He's
first.
looked really good for them. This
He's been he's going to be one of those guys that's sort of quiet, but really productive while he's being quiet. Don't give the puck to McDavid.
Yes, this is very correct. Do not give away if you're going to give away the
I like
puck.
just list going over prospects. Don't do the thing.
So who do we think is the third best team in Canada?
Good
God.
question.
Winnipeg, maybe.
Yeah, I would say Winnipeg. I thought it was Calgary, but after the
I thought it was
last
Calgary
few
or
games,
Vancouver.
So
no.
who do you think of the 4 playoff teams are going to be, and what are their positions?
I originally said Montreal, Toronto, Calgary, and Winnipeg.
not in that order.
I think not in that order. No, not in that order.
Oh, okay. I was going to say you initially said that.
No. I would just take off my
I'd
jersey
stick
and
to
get
that
out of
now.
the stream right now. And if I said that,
when I
but no,
had
those I think those would be my top 4 probably.
so in my order when before this season I said Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver,
Yeah.
Montreal. That was
I
my
had
sorry, Winnipeg, not Montreal.
preseason. I had Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, and Winnipeg, and I did not realize how bad Vancouver is. But
Yeah,
somehow
that's
they're like
a big
5 and
surprise.
5. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone's
there's-
talking about how atrocious they've been, but they're still like middle of the pack. They're not.
The
They
thing
have
is
to
they
played Ottawa, what, 4 times?
yeah, that's what saved them so far is they've played Ottawa a couple of times. The game against Montreal, they won in a shootout. Could have gone either way.
Yeah.
That was like 5-4. I think the final of that one.
Back and forth.
The first game against Edmonton, like Edmonton was really not great.
That was a mess as well. There were a bunch of goals back and forth in that game.
Like the thing about Vancouver, and it's just like where they were before and where they are now. It's like
Well, I mean,
they were not. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
We're
keeping on with the podcast thing where I cut you off while you're trying to make a point. Like
Yeah,
an
I know.
asshole.
My thing about Vancouver, and I said that they were not. Markstrom covered up a lot of their issues defensively.
Hey, what was that?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not ahead of you. Did you see that little swipe when he turned around to try and play the puck around the net?
Yeah, I did.
That was just so awkward looking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just think Vancouver wasn't that great defensively. Like everyone was like Quinn Hughes for Norris. I'm like, okay, like good defenseman, but like they didn't really have much after him.
He's not there yet. The reason you go Quinn Hughes for Norris is because it pretty much turned into a contest of which defenseman can score the most points.
Isn't
Not
he
who's
like
best.
a -10 or something?
Sorry?
Isn't he like a -10 or something?
Yeah, like you know what you're getting with Quinn Hughes. He's a small guy, really, really talented offensively, but he's not going to be a shutdown guy. He might be good in his own end, but
Speaking of that, who is the leader for the Green Jacket thus far?
ooh, that's a good question. Hold on.
I was just like Green Jacket. I'm like, oh,
Plus,
okay.
minus.
Go look at the Red Wings and Blackhawks first,
Yeah,
because
the talk about a team that's having a time. The Chicago Blackhawks.
no, in fairness,
Um,
I don't think they expected.
The
Johnson
leader
to-
for the Green Jacket, Anthony Mantha, at
Oof.
And Eric
10
Carlson
under through 8
is
games.
-8.
10 under par. Look at him go.
And the opposite way, it's Nikolai Ehlers at +10.
I mean, he's on the ice for every goal they score somehow, so that doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
that's
me.
that's absurd.
Ehlers has looked so good this season.
He's been on the ice for a goal with that.
He and Kyle Connor have been absolute assassins this season. They've been
Yeah,
I think Ehlers had 4 points against the Oilers in their the last time they played the Oilers. I remember that. I think at one point Edmonton was winning 3-1, and they ended up losing that game, like 5-3 or something.
when is Dubois' quarantine up? It must be about a week now, right?
No, it's
It's
long.
Saturday.
He got
We're a
traded
week.
last Saturday.
This is officially 7. But the thing is,
Has
you
it been
have
a
to.
week?
Yeah, it was
No,
Saturday
no.
last week.
What's
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
He has to get. I mean, the good thing for him is he's Canadian. So I'm assuming there shouldn't be any issues like with immigration because Laine just landed in Winnipeg. I would say in Columbus today.
Is it the same procedure the other way though? Like, does Laine have to quarantine for 14, or do they do a shorter quarantine for the States?
I think in the States it's different.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
I thought
quarantine
he was
in the
on the ice as
States?
soon as he got off the plane, given the
Rub some
States.
dirt on it.
Yeah.
No, but I honestly have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up.
It probably just depends on the NHL's policy. But they don't have rapid testing yet in Canada, which is why he has to quarantine.
The NHL's policy, I believe, is you have to provide 4 negative tests before you can join a team.
Okay.
On the ice. I believe that's what it was. I mean,
At
least I know.
NBA and for the NFL.
Yeah. The trade happened a week ago, but the big rumor that he was being traded was on Friday. That's why it's all mixed up.
Yeah.
He didn't get traded until Saturday morning.
The other thing, too, is I know Roslovic already played for Columbus.
Yeah. That's why I thought they were showing highlights from the Columbus game yesterday on TSN this morning, or Sportsnet, regardless of who you work for. Yeah, and I thought he was playing for it.
He's American, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
So yeah, I think with the thing for Roslovic, I don't even think he came to Winnipeg. He probably stayed in Columbus. He
wasn't playing this season. He was holding.
He
out.
didn't go to camp because he was in a holdout. Well, not a holdout.
That's another goal. Oh, what? What?
What just happened?
How did that not go in?
What just happened?
That's a penalty.
I was like, touch the puck.
Who is that? Oh, it's Lettman.
Good penalty.
How
Mika Lundin, knowing when to take a penalty.
Oh, it hit the post. Okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised
they had so much real estate.
Good on Freddie made the right. Yeah, Freddie did the right thing there and squeezed. That's tough to do.
Yo, whoever the guy on Edmonton was with he tried to kick that in. I saw that. That's pretty nifty.
That's an unfortunate timing on that penalty too, because somebody on the Leafs just got tackled while they were trying to clear the puck there at the end, but they'd already called the penalty. Oh my gosh. What a mess in front of the net that was.
I can't find what the protocol is for people that are traded. I'm like going crazy with this, but
it's probably not.
I'm pretty sure for Canada it's a 10-day quarantine.
Yeah,
I just saw here that Laine arriving in Columbus to start his 48-hour quarantine period, but I don't think it's that short. There's no
probably is short. Given the States, it's probably a lot more lenient than Canada. What I'm imagining is just the security guard meme where he just does the light frisk of somebody.
The Tottenham one, yeah.
Testing Patrick Laine for COVID as he comes into Nationwide Arena.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Get the COVID dogs. Get the Miami Heat COVID dogs.
Okay, did you hear how they were training dogs for COVID?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
To smell the protein of the virus, so that if they smell, if they're able to detect it, and they smell it on someone, because obviously dogs have incredible height and smell, but it's
dogs are great.
Because obviously the virus lives in our saliva. How in the world is a dog supposed to get that?
How do you train that?
How do you train? Yeah,
you give them an open vial of COVID.
I want to presume it's the same as if you're training a dog to find drugs, right? That was very close, by the way. Freddie did an
Anderson almost swept that in with his back leg.
I presume it's training a regular canine police dog, just trying to if they are able to identify the smell of a drug or something, probably similar to COVID. I don't know. Again, I don't know how, but it works.
Does that? Oh, they got all right power play.
It's a great way to start your power play, Edmonton.
Go Hyman.
It's Tyson Barrie. Don't be afraid of him in the defensive zone.
Oh no, it's that one guy. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Is Hyman handling the puck like an absolute grenade, like usual?
You know what? I actually have one comment on the Oilers.
No.
Oh, what the hell?
Guys,
so
seriously?
We've played these guys 3 times already, and 97 very fast.
Why am I getting big time Nikita Zaitsev vibes from watching Barry?
It
looks like him.
Nikita Zaitsev, in terms
it's
of
the number, Jake.
The Leafs, or how he was playing for the Leafs again with the Sens.
Just the way he looks. He looks exactly like him.
It might be the 22.
It has to be it. I don't know any 22.
So it's funny. looking at it, just like not even like thinking it's the Oilers. These jerseys are giving me Flames vibes as well because it's the
Little bit.
orange.
They should have gone back to their
They remind me of the Flint Tropics.
Flint Tropics.
little bit.
That's
I see it.
that's a reference.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna look that one up.
Wait,
Jake-
what? Do you not know the Flint Tropics?
I do not.
So Jose,
Wow.
this is
Jose,
this
let's
is
get that
something
get that
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
No,
So-
you idiots!
for
Oh
anyone.
my
What
God.
I see.
Are
Okay, I see
doing-
what you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Jose is quickly banking movies off his to watch list because he hasn't
Yeah,
watched
Semi-Pro is fantastic.
a lot of the Will Ferrell movies other than Anchorman. We need to get to with Jose.
No way! Oh my God, dude, this team needs to clear the.
This is the
They're
one time
allowed to
Jake's sort of
ice it.
spoiling it for us.
Okay, I see your point about the Flint Tropics. On the
Yeah,
screen.
it looks exactly like it.
All right.
Off
Point
black
made.
there.
Point made. Back to
Point
the. Where is
Oh,
it?
Go,
Back-
pass it to the guy out of the box.
Oh my gosh, how
Oh.
is that not too many men?
There you go.
Honest to goodness, the Leafs are terrible.
How did
when
they
it
just
comes
get out
to
of that without
changes.
spilling a goal in?
You know what the problem is? With a lot of these teams, guys are. I know they're dead exhausted when they're coming off the ice, but like, guys, you need to get off.
Those two, who was that? The two guys that just blew the zone trying to get a 2-on-0 on a piddly
That
kill.
was Hyman and I think Marner.
That
Oh,
makes sense.
Hyman
Well,
and
Marner
another
makes
righty.
sense.
It was
Hyman-
another righty, I know. It's two righties.
I don't know why Hyman was jumping for an offensive chance. He was just going to hand the puck off to Marner anyway.
Oh man, this has been brutal to watch,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
getting
this
hemmed in.
This is an ugly game.
guys.
Well, this is their chance to get it out.
Oh,
This isn't
jeez.
quite as bad as the first Flames game where they had
Oh,
one
man.
shot on goal and then didn't show up in the second.
Shoot!
We've had worse performance.
Oh!
Bogosian. I would have lost it if he scored. there.
Oh my goodness! Is that who is that?
That's Riley.
That's
Not
awful.
not good, Riley.
Jesus, they're just bleeding chances right now. This is
Well, it's just they're
That's
letting
ideal.
guys get to the net. Like,
yeah. This is something
Well-
they haven't been doing recently, and why everyone's been praising them defensively because they're just. It's Muzzin getting turnstiled again by McDavid. Maybe put Hall on him next time because he seems like he
well, I mean,
sort of gets it.
the thing is because it's on the other side. Oh, that should have been in.
Nude should have tapped that in. That's lucky. The Leafs didn't get banged for that. Or dinged, I
Yeah.
guess would be the better word.
I should like. I don't. Yeah, I was saying this before. I said the Justin Hall like for Norris stuff or like he's been so good defensively. I'm like it's one game against
It's a
McDavid.
funny meme, but like let's settle down a bit here.
Yeah, he's not. He's not an. Oh my god, was that Yamamoto? Yeah, that's Yamamoto. Guys,
Yeah.
come on. Like Kyle Yamamoto should not be giving you fits right now in the offensive zone.
Jesus, just ice it. Like just do something. There's no reason this team should be just buzzing on you right now this heavily.
Oh,
Yamamoto is Cole Caulfield's ceiling.
Yeah.
yeah. I honestly, they're
I
very.
love how people just shit on that guy for no reason.
Yeah. He has like a point per game with Wisconsin. They're like, nope, trash.
Yeah, I find it funny.
Well, it's funny because I heard Ray
Oh, here you
Ferraro.
go. 2-on-1.
I heard Ray
I think-
Ferraro. Okay, here we'll wait for this to develop.
This is the one time in Jake's life
Yeah.
since I've known him that he's actually spoiling the game for us. He's like,
He's
a second ahead.
ahead.
We're always about 15 ahead, so
Jake's
we
just
always
like-
spoil it for him.
So I
How's
remember
it feel?
Ray
How the
Ferraro was
turntable, boys.
going with that again, Hassan.
Yes, sir.
I just remember Ray Ferraro was talking about Caulfield, and he said that the issue with Caulfield is that he's like his own because of his size, he has to be really good offensively because he doesn't have anything else.
Yeah,
Nope.
he can't body anyone off the puck. His
Cole
reach is
Caulfield.
obviously shorter. Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's every guy that's his build that shoots the way he does is always going to be talked about as a comparable to Alex DeBrincat, but Keller Yamamoto is the next guy after DeBrincat that was compared to him, and the Oilers were very happy to get him at I think it was 22 in 2017. The Lily Ingrid draft. Oh, maybe 2018. I could be wrong. But like he's a good shooter, but he's not Alex DeBrincat. but that's fine. Not everybody can
Even
be
Alex
DeBrincat.
DeBrincat has been somewhat disappointing since that year he had 30-something goals.
Yeah, I think that's more Chicago regressing because of age.
Well, yeah, because it was him, it was DeBrincat, Taves, and Strome.
Because that team on paper should be, it still should be very good. Other than the goaltending, with Malcolm Subban's been a backup and you're
Oh my
forcing him into a
God,
starter
yeah.
role, so it's a little difficult. But
There's one of the young guys that's kind of taken a step
Kubelik?
forward. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like he looks
He's been good.
he's been better than Subban, obviously. That defense is so bad though. Like Seabrook,
not good.
Keith.
They have Adam Bockwist. That's the one guy they're looking to get more time to.
Yeah, but even
he's a
then,
good
like
player.
that's not. Yeah, they need.
the Hawks.
Yeah,
The Blackhawks, yeah.
I
Wasn't
just
he drafted like 3 years ago almost.
We need to get out of this period bad because this just looks like five dudes
Was
skating
that-
around in circles.
was Boakfist was he the Liljegren draft 2017 or was he
Buckfist
2018?
was 2018 because I believe he and Liljegren are really good friends. And his brother, I believe he's Jesper Boquist's younger brother on the Devils. I could be wrong though.
All right,
Long
there's
story
the
short,
second edition.
the Buckfist brothers were with Liljegren at the draft when the Leafs took him.
He was drafted in 2018, 8th overall.
He went top 10.
Like Boakfist is
He also played for the London Knights too, and that generally is like a pretty good indication that you're going to be an NHL player, a good one.
yeah, it's
Generally.
going to take time for him.
Hunters
Obviously.
don't have a fail-safe or foolproof plan there when it comes to developing NHL talent, but they're very good at it. Yeah, I don't know. That team is interesting. It's you got Dylan Strome there, I believe. Still, you've got Alex Nylander there. Like, there's some good pieces that were supposed to pan out a lot better than they did.
Well, it's just I always think of it as when Hossa was on the decline and got injured, like that was kind of the beginning of like he was such a good player for them.
That's kind of
Obviously.
heartbreaking to see that dynasty go downhill because I think the Blackhawks were one of those teams that everybody sort of liked, maybe besides Patrick Kane, because of what he did off the ice.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
They were
Jonathan
just
Taves is a special player and a really cool story with what he did in the juniors for Canada. Brent Seabrook was a very good defender. Dalton
terrible contract though.
Duncan
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, those two just fell off a cliff, which was sad to see. And Corey Crawford getting injured and retiring was sad because that was a team that was really fun to watch when they were in their prime. Now Taves is going to miss the year, so it's kind of sad to see it go
Taves.
downhill.
The man that I accidentally drafted because I didn't realize it was my turn.
Jose Otto drafted Jonathan Taves by accident.
You hate to see it.
Well, guys, I remember you auto drafted him, and I'm just like, no, you don't want that.
It's like,
Yeah.
do you take Jonathan Taves? Like, yep. It's like, okay.
It's okay. I mean, I redeemed myself by picking up Toffoli.
Yeah, it's a good pickup.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
For the record, nobody has appreciated my WrestleMania Collector's Cup.
Oh, well, I will appreciate it. Wrestling and whatnot.
Wow,
That is tomorrow night, by the way.
Not WrestleMania,
No,
but
not
the Royal
WrestleMania.
Rumble tomorrow night.
the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
my,
sorry.
the Royal
my laptop just randomly shut down. Holy shit.
Oof. Okay, I don't know if you guys just saw it. Yemi got absolutely
Oh, no.
destroyed.
By who?
On the Flames was it Monahan? Who's
Lucic?
29? No,
Oh,
who's
it's
29?
Oh, God. It used to be Jankowski, but he's not on the team. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. 29.
I know Monahan and Lindholm's
Monahan's
20,
23. Lindholm's
Lindholm's
26.
28 or 26.
28. No, 28. You're right. Was it
Dubé?
Dubé? Yeah, Dylan Dubé. He might be 26, actually. Hold on.
Lindholm's 26 or 28.
Who the 28? He's definitely 28.
Okay, Lindholm's 28. 29 is.
29.
Is it 29?
Dubé.
Maybe I got the wrong.
It is Dubé.
It was. Okay, Sportsnet has the GIF up. Oh my god!
Kotkaniemi getting rocked. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because it's a high hit.
They're doing
Ooh.
headlines
For
on Sportsnet.
for
right,
copyright reasons, we can't show it for the record, just in case if anybody wants.
What's that?
We can't. Oi! Oh, I
it's
just
a-
I just
No,
saw
it's a
that.
GIF. I don't think we're gonna get in trouble for putting up a GIF.
Is it like who are you talking about? I mean, I just see a bad hit, right? But like,
Let's give it
on
a try and
Sportsnet.
see if we get taken down.
I mean, I hope not.
Roll the dice.
But hold on, hold on.
15
They're
on.
they're talking about Dubois on headlines.
He's stuck in quarantine.
That team with Dubois is stupid good as well. Like they got rid of a piece that they didn't really want, and it was kind of clear in Patrick Laine.
Well,
And
it's just a guy that
a guy that didn't fit in what they thought he was going to be.
Yeah,
He had that huge first season, and then I think it's around the time that he had that 18 goal month, and then just had like a handful of points the rest of the way. Like he's just very inconsistent.
so I think Sam Bennett was the one that requested a trade.
Yeah, that's what
I
Friedman
thought I thought that would have been a nice fit for the Leafs potentially.
How much
as
did
like
he
a
make? It must be
third
like
line.
2 or 3, right?
I think it's like 3.8.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That'd be bad. I don't know. He's another guy that's like that's a rough one for the Flames because he must have been a top 5 pick when he was.
I think he was 4th overall.
That makes sense. And I'm not even going to try and remember the year. It's 2015 maybe.
It
No,
was early.
that was Marner year. It was before Nylander, I think.
4th overall in 2014.
Oh, it was the Nylander year. Okay.
I'm not terrible when it comes to those.
I remember like I have a weird thing about remembering picks from like the drafts that I've covered with Tip.
Oh,
and
this
all
is
that.
great. It's actually a decent deal for the like. He's 2.5,
That's a good contract.
and he's the RFA afterwards.
What is Freeman wearing?
I am actually a massive fan of that suit.
I
don't know
am
about the shirt
not.
and tie,
What the
but-
hell is that?
That is
That's
such
that's
a sick suit.
no, that's something you wear at Christmas time. You don't wear that.
That's-
Yeah, man. What?
That suit is
No.
kind of funky in a good way.
No,
Like, I don't mind that.
No, I just say you wear that on like St. Patrick's Day.
I will say-
Christmas.
No, you wear it at home when nobody's watching, and you tell your partner,
No, okay,
hey,
hold on.
hey, should I go on air with this?
I'm not
That's when you
hating-
put it on.
I'm not hating the suit. I'm hating the occasion that he's wearing the suit.
I
not
don't
it.
like. I really
Look
like
at
CJ's suit as well.
Like CJ's suit. There we go. That is
Yeah,
Friend of the
that
show,
works.
Chris Johnston. How
Chris
are
Johnson. He has
That
joined the
works.
podcast before, and yes.
Yeah.
That works.
you? He is a pal. He is a beauty. And he
So
rocks a mean suit. That Friedman suit, though, I think the issue with it, and I will say, because we're on jerseys, so I like talking about style and whatnot. The blue shirt and the black tie doesn't do it any justice. That whole setup.
Absolutely not. It's just a bad look.
Yeah, I like Friedge. The flow's coming in nicely, actually. I
Can
didn't like
can
it at
s-
first, but now
I
it's
will.
starting
I
to come
will
to the
say.
back.
I will say. I mean, like I am somebody that used to work in retail. That used to deal with suits and looks. I will say the pocket square, excellent option to try to make the suit work, but it doesn't save the suit.
You're preaching to a human being that wore an actual bolo tie during the Grey Cup last year. So
No, and you rock that beautifully, Mr. Owens. Mr. Freeman cannot rock that suit.
I rocked the hell out of that
Also,
polo tie.
just to go back, you guys are talking about 15 on Montreal, right? With that hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have it here. It is not pretty at all. That was just ugly.
all right, so
Really-
we'll keep it here for a moment. Yeah, it's
Really
hot.
ugly.
That's hot. He got him high up.
It was not pretty. Absolutely not pretty. As if like
The way the
Ooh.
leg bends, that could have been really bad. I don't know if Kotkaniemi had to leave the game or anything.
does his leg get caught?
His leg
it's
kind of looked like
yeah.
it got caught a bit.
let me pull it back up. Let me pull it back up. It
Oh,
wasn't.
did you have it on screen? Oh, my bad.
It didn't. Eesh.
Ugh. At least his leg got out from under him before he got to the ground. It wasn't quite as bad as.
But
no,
like, he
but
got
it's that left foot that could have been completely.
If it goes a little bit farther, then it's a problem. But he got it. It kind of got out of the way of him before it got too bad. Still an ugly looking play though. But yeah. Oh, that McDavid goal is gross. Oh my god. And then 2 absolute BS bounces from the Leafs. Yeah, I mean, you need puck luck sometimes, so that's what those 2 goals were. Honestly, I don't know. The Hyman goal hit somebody. It must have, right?
yeah, the goal. Tavares tipped it down.
I'm a big fan of BX's setup as well. While we're on the subject,
The
floral
tie.
is cool.
I was gonna say the tie is an interesting one.
It's if with any other shirt other than a white one, it would look really silly.
I will say, Cassie Campbell. I like the wood panel background.
Yeah, big wood paneling fan.
It's a nice
And
accent.
and the jacket's good. The jacket's
know.
good. Freeman messed up.
I don't know why I just thought of this, but it just came across my mind. Like, what if her wall wasn't like that, and she was just sitting with the chair back on the floor, and she just had everything suspended above her? I don't know why I thought that to myself for a second. Just like how silly that was.
I was gonna say, Austin. It is possible that you can have wood
It's
on the
that
wall.
time of the night where Austin loses his damn mind.
Now they're talking about
we have the technology to put wood on a wall, Austin. Yikes! Did they? Oh,
Yeah, he's pissed.
I would be too. I mean, he's probably pissed at himself for keeping his head down there.
You gotta, especially when you're in the offensive
Head
zone
on
behind the
a
net.
swivel. Yep, those forecheckers are going to take your head off.
Yeah, like
Literally. in this
Well,
situation.
was he in the defensive zone or was he in the offensive zone?
I do not know.
I will say, like, I hated on the Montreal edition for Jake Allen because that's $4+
Yeah.
million for a
I hate
backup
on it because
goalie.
of the salary, not the individual,
And he already signed an extension
which is
on top of that
wild.
because of the Seattle expansion. I mean, the price they paid to acquire him was nothing. Like, teams have paid way more for backup goalies.
Oh yeah.
If I'm Montreal, I mean, the thing is they've been looking for so long for a backup goalie. But like, if Allen has a good season, I know that they need to put someone up for expansion for Seattle. Look elsewhere, like trade Allen for something.
Yikes. I don't know if Pat's still in here. He posted the GIF from another angle of Kotkaniemi getting hit, and that's Dubé
It's
just straight up launches himself into his head, like both arms up like this. That's an ugly hit.
Excuse me.
I mean, that's
Yeah, it looks like he comes up as well. I don't know if he jumps, but he definitely gets up like onto his toes on his skates for that hit. So not great. He's probably gonna get suspended for that. I mean, if what's his name got 3 games today for that hit, then Dubé's definitely gonna get something for that.
Yeah.
Fiala is the name I was trying to think of there.
Okay, I see the other angle now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not good.
It's even worse on that angle.
Excuse me.
Yeah, people are saying that should be a suspension. I definitely.
And other people are saying, no, that's just hockey. It's like, no.
So, some non-hockey related news.
Oh,
Not news, rumors. Because
rumors.
Josie Altidore reportedly wants to move away from Toronto FC, and a number of clubs are interested.
Really?
Now, I will first read the report because Josie Altidore did respond.
Okay.
According to ESPN's Jeff Carlisle,
Yeah.
I would assume that's how he says. The desire for move reportedly stems from Altidor's relationship with club and GM Ali Curtis, which has reached a breaking point over his current contract, according to Carlisle. Now, Altidore did tweet in response saying, "Don't believe everything you read. The devil is working overtime." Well, Paul, if you're trying to dispel any rumor like that, that's not exactly the way you go about doing it. Just my thought. Altidore did sign an extension with TFC in 2019.
Yeah.
So he has one more year left on his deal. He occupies one of the team's 2 designated player slots with Pozuelo. I think Toronto FC still has one available, if I'm not wrong. Or did they use it?
Didn't they bring in the Spanish?
Piatti?
Yeah. Might not be Spanish, Argentinian.
I think he's done now.
Oh, it might be. I don't really pay attention to how, like, if that was a loan.
I mean, TFC's got a lot of work to do this offseason.
Yeah.
They brought in the former Red Bull coach to take over for Vanny, but
that team's been a bit of a mess since Giovinco left.
I mean, Pozuelo's a good player. He won MVP. That's like
Toronto 6. What a shot!
Hey.
Ooh,
wow. Oh, this is her name's escaping me right now. She's having a great tournament though. Why can't I remember her name? Oh my god.
we need Marissa right now.
Marissa's dealing with some other battles at the moment, so
Yeah, I mean,
3-3 for the Toronto 6. Look at that.
Okay, I got it set up properly in this chair. Taylor Wood or Michaela Grant?
No, Michaela Grant Mentis.
Yeah. No, I mean it seems like the tournament's been pretty fun.
I think she's had about a point per game this tournament, so she's.
I actually think like these like these tournaments, like for women's hockey especially, a tournament like that would be great.
Yeah.
For like, because you always think like what always gets people excited for women's hockey is when Canada US do those, like obviously the Olympics, those like world championships or like just those other tournaments, just
where they go to like junior cities in Canada and like North Dakota and like college stadiums in the US and they just sell out.
Well, and that's what the PWHPA was trying to do. I think like if you're the NWHL, I think that's the better way to sell your league is if you go and do those sort of tournaments. Personally, like if you want to grow an audience and grow people, showcase yourself for a weekend, a week-long tournament. Do like a World Cup style in a city. That's how the NHL. Well, not how the NHL. The NHL doesn't really do that, but that's how some leagues do it, right? You got to put yourself. You got to make yourself like the main attraction for a week, not for like I know they do the Clarkson Cup. One game's really not going to do it, in my opinion. Like you need to do like a week at least.
You know, I think if the NWHL wants to, I don't know if they should take a book from. I think the National Lacrosse League's done a good job where they've balanced out having your big trademark cities, but also going to smaller markets where you can play in smaller arenas and have bigger fan bases, where you're not looking to sell out Scotiabank Arena. You're looking to sell out a junior rink, which maybe has anywhere from like 5,000 to 12,000 seats. Like they played at the MasterCard Center back when the Toronto team was still in the CWHL.
Is that where they played?
Yeah, I think they played on one of the sub rinks at the MasterCard Center.
I know that.
Where do they play now? Ryerson or something?
No, they don't play at all. They got disbanded. The CWHL's folded.
No, I meant
the 6. I don't know actually.
I think they were. I know they were practicing at Canlan. Maybe it was at York University.
It might have been because of the bubble. We don't know, so it's. I'll look it up. Give me 1 sec, because they did like a locker room reveal and everything like that. I just can't think of the. They'd be smart to do it at
I think it's Canlan. I think it's Canlan Ice Sports.
If I'm Toronto, I'm trying to get into Mattamy immediately because that is a great. I mean, tons of history with Maple Leaf Gardens, but it's also just a really nice facility. Like
easily accessible via transit too. You're right near the
just
subway.
Off the TTC.
It's
And
it's an
I watched
NHL
Ryerson
level
hockey
facility.
play a game there last year, and it was really nice.
NHL level, like NHL ice in terms of like size.
Yep. David Ayers does the ice. If you want a good Leaf throwback.
Yep.
That's the last time I'll bring that up this season.
Thank you for that one. Yeah, it's not gonna be the last time we ever talk about that for sure.
No.
All right, we are
I'll be
getting ready
hearing
for the
about that
third
till
period.
when I'm on my deathbed.
We're getting ready for the third period, by the way.
Yeah.
But
the time on attack.
yeah, that's really what's been. I mean, the fact that the Leafs are only like the Leafs are tied.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, they the Toronto Six plays at Canlin, York.
yes, York. Not I always think because there's Canlin at Etobicoke and there's Canlin. That's a really nice rink too. The main rink.
Yeah, they have their own locker room and everything too, so it's a nice setup for them.
Well, I mean that's where York like right now York University is not. I mean they would have. I don't know how the schedules work if they're there at the same time, but that's where you need to be. You need to be.
That's a good chance.
That's where. There you go. Establish some zone time, guys. That's what
it
it
looks
is.
like they have a bit more jump to start this period, but we're only 40 seconds in, so.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, like if any team was looking like mad at me, I remember. I said that the Leafs should have done an exhibition game at Mattamy just as a nice throwback for Maple Leaf Gardens.
Yeah, they should do something there. That would be smart.
It's not a huge like they wouldn't be able to get a lot of fans in there, but
no, they'd sell it out 100%.
Oh yeah, it's not even. It's I can't remember.
You could do a charity thing. Work with Ryerson. Work with another.
Well, they'd have to work with Ryerson because it is.
Yeah, well, because they'd have to pay them for the rink time, but it couldn't be that much. I wouldn't think to rent ice time at Ryerson.
Oh no.
I've seen like minor hockey teams practicing there.
I mean we've been to events there, Austin.
Yeah.
What
have we been to? We've been to 2 events there. We went to the Invictus Games and we were at the Prospect Showcase.
Yeah, the NHLPA Showcase.
That was a fun week.
Yes, it was.
Because we did the Prospect tournament after that. At Rico. Like a week after that. Yeah, good times. Yeah, they need to figure out something because that's the coolest thing to me you've been to the Loblaws obviously since they've renovated, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I went to school there, so
yeah. So my favorite part of that entire place is that they still have the center ice dot painted on the floor at Loblaws.
Oh, man.
Like in the middle of one of the aisles, you're like, why is this random red dot there? And it's like, this is center ice of one of the most iconic hockey arenas in history.
Yeah.
And I was there before they tore it down to make Mattamy, like a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch Battle of the Blades when I was younger with my mom. So we ended up going to a couple. Jake, that hoodie is fantastic.
Yeah, right. These are nice as hell. I want to get the white one.
I wanted the trench coat for that, the one that has the big George logo on the back. So we ended up going to a few tapings there, and they actually told us that we couldn't sit in the higher tiers of seating. We were in like the equivalent of like what the Reds would be in the ACC, so like the back like 10 rows of the first level. And they were like, "Yeah, this is structurally unsound, so we need you to move down. Like you could fall through and die." Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's a no dice for me.
That's the first time I met Lanny McDonald as well. Good times.
Looks like we're getting Jose back because I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Oh, magic.
Nice
play by Morgan on that odd man or whatever.
It almost could have gone wrong too, though, because he
you need to be perfect in that situation or you're deflecting.
Yeah, thank you for making Josh Archibald not like for realizing that maybe you kind of have to look out for him a little bit. I was trying to figure out who. I was trying to figure out who Engvall came in for, and then I remember that Joey Anderson was an extra on that.
I forgot Pierre Engvall was even in the game. They're really not using the fourth line much.
No, they're not. Pierre Engvall, I'm looking at players that could be moved. He's definitely on. He's one of those guys that
I'd be
Sheldon
really
Keefe
sad if they moved him. Yeah, and that's a problem because there's so many things he can do in your lineup. Like, you might not be the most defensively sound, but like we talked about this in the podcast, I believe last episode we did. But like,
Yeah, we did.
the guy's such a fluid skater. I think the first time I watched him play for the Marlies, I said, "This is the best skating big man I've ever seen." Like, he's 6'4". He skates like a guy that's like 6 foot. He's so smooth. Offensively he might be lacking a bit, but like he can pass, he can shoot, he can do everything.
Well, that's the problem, right?
So it's a guy you shouldn't sell low on.
No. I mean, the problem is what's his value? It's probably nothing. Oh, let's go.
Close.
Shoot it. Yeah,
Not
just
really.
keep shooting it.
It's Koskinen. Just keep throwing it on. He's had a bit of a shaky year.
Shaky. He's averaging 3.5
Shaky's
goals
being
a
nice.
game.
So, by the way, if anyone's still joining us for the watch party, thank you for being on. By the way, just want to throw that out there.
I'm back.
Hey, Jose's
You-
back.
I made myself some snacks.
Some snacks. I might go get a snack.
I've had my snack here since the beginning of the game. I haven't moved.
I left earlier because we were talking about Eric Lindros, and I actually found my my Lindros jersey that my parents got me for Christmas one year when I was like 10.
Very nice.
But I couldn't
Lindros
find it.
jersey, like on who?
Philly. has
Leafs. No, a Leafs
Oh,
jersey.
Leafs. Jeez.
And he got moved like less than 6 months later. So I never like wore the jersey
So
properly.
a Lindros memory for me. My dad made it a point to take my brother and I to a game every year usually, and this was when Lindros was on the team. Only him and I went. It was I think it was a Saturday night game. It was against Philly, and so like there was Flyers fans there and like giving Lindros hell.
Yeah.
He goes and he
What
scores
the
a goal.
hell just happened?
How is that not a? Is there a penalty being called?
Spun
No.
like a Beyblade there.
Are we,
Oh my gosh, what is
we
that pass?
suddenly playing by prison rules
Come on.
after Kerfoot tapped a guy with a stick and nearly got a 5-minute misconduct the other night?
I'm sorry. How does a guy that went spinning around like a helicopter not get? Does the guy that caused the guy
Maybe
to get
that's on
helicopter?
him. I don't like. Maybe he just lost an edge. I don't really. Jake, could you? Does that happen to normal people?
No.
Okay, so that's penalty. I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt and play both sides.
All right,
here.
let's see what happened here. Let's see if they play it.
Spezza, oh my, that was a nice
It
play.
wasn't Spezza. I thought it was Kerfoot.
No,
I
it was
thought it
one
was
of the four
Kerfoot
guys.
too.
They're not going
Oh.
to show it because there wasn't a penalty. So they're just going to ignore it so they don't piss
Oh,
anyone
no,
off.
it wasn't.
Matthews waited way too long to take.
Oh, Mikheyev.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
that's a hold.
Oh, he grabbed
That's
onto him.
a hold.
That's a hold.
Mikheyev kind of had him though.
But he grabbed free arm, grabbed the
Bill
arm,
spun
and
like a Beyblade.
that's a flag in the NFL.
Not if you're the Bucks.
Christ almighty. I just hate that a little. Like Nylander got called for that interference when he took down I can't remember who he took down, and that doesn't get called. Consistency.
I mean, are you talking about the Nylander trip from last game?
No, the interference
Okay.
penalty he got early in the game.
Oh, I mean, maybe just don't set moving picks on players in hockey.
Yeah, but don't grab a guy with your free arm and spin him around like he's.
It gets called in
And they-
basketball where picks are allowed. So
Let's also not forget, McCabe is not a small dude either, though.
no, but I think it's a little bit of I don't know.
Well, Steve Dangle said that was unbelievable. Other people saying that it was
I
should have
mean,
been a
everybody
penalty.
that's a Leafs fan is gonna think that guy
Yeah.
deserved 5 in a game for that. Let's
If
be
the
honest.
What are you
if that
trying
was
to
the
do?
Leafs, if that was the Leafs that
Damn
did
straight.
that, I guarantee it would be a penalty. That's at Leafs Fan United. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's. How is this not a penalty?
All right, it's not
Yeah,
like
it's-
it's not like he got two-handed in the throat. Like it's,
Yeah, like,
it's
the Toronto fans and crying foul about getting abused by referees is the least fun tradition we have here.
By the way, the Toronto
Rangers
Six have
just
scored with
blowing
23
lead.
seconds left.
Toronto 6, let's go.
It was a 3-3 game. They just scored.
They're buzzing.
how many teams are there?
One just pulled out the Riveters.
Why?
They are saying health concerns because somebody got COVID. And I would be inclined to believe that if they weren't in the middle of this whole you know what thing with the NBA.
Let's
Yeah,
just say
this
it's their
pretty much-
issue with Barstool. Like
It's pretty
I'm
much.
not. Yeah,
still-
we're not getting Barstool people on our stream coming at us. Like none. Like we're not at that point yet.
we're not
I
relevant
mean,
enough for
this
Barstool to
is
come after
pretty
us.
much, oh my god! Oh, they did call a hook. That's a really soft call, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a makeup call right there. Oh my!
So, yeah, I mean, this right now is pretty much just deciding what leagues can survive and what can. I mean, it's
Essentially, yeah.
done some damage to some
right,
smaller ones. Even big leagues like in France, like their top soccer leagues having some big issues.
They're trying to work out right now.
Oh.
Cross leagues are going to come back, and the CFL is still trying to figure out. I don't have any information on that, obviously, but they're still in negotiations to try and get seasons going. All these leagues that aren't sort of part of the Big Four in North America, because they need to make money, but they also don't want to risk the health of their players. So it's a tough one.
Are they really showing that replay of that puck that like
Yamamoto skying a shot.
Yeah, that went like 7. Okay, that is a hold. So that went like 9 feet over the air, over his head.
That's a bit of a makeup call, but that's more of a free hand. Obvious.
Well, what's the difference?
Oh, there she is again. I don't know if it's Michaela or Michaela. I'm sorry if I pronounced this wrong, but she scored the go-ahead goal with 23 seconds.
They've been on a roll.
How many is their Toronto 6 jersey? How much are they actually? Who's their jersey sponsor?
I'm checking.
I will say this: I was not a fan of the Toronto 6 name.
No, it's really crappy, I hate to say.
It's not good.
Oh, those white ones are actually kind of cool.
It
I
is.
just, by the way, you know that they're owned by a Boston
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
They're $99 Canadian on their official website.
That's dangerous. Oh, no.
I'd probably get like a shirt or like something like that.
I'd get like if they have like a hoodie or something. I might. Oh, they have shirtsies. Let's go. I'm gonna be an adult human being wearing a shirtsy.
Hey, jerseys are fine.
They're okay. I'd rather just wear a jersey.
I get a hat. If you're buying something, maybe like I'll come in on like a hat.
We're gonna go halvesies on something. Or $50 for a hoodie.
How are we gonna go halvesies on something?
We're gonna split it in half. No, I mean I make the order and then you.
Yeah, like I don't want to make a separate order. Like if we have to charge shipping or something.
Those are nice. Damn it! I've gone down a rabbit hole I shouldn't have because these.
Wow.
Are
Oh, the Leafs, yeah, 42.9.
You're welcome.
What do you mean you're welcome? I was the one that looked it up.
So technically they're the best power play in the league.
No, actually, I meant you're welcome to Austin. I meant you're welcome to Austin on the Toronto 6. No.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a jersey at some point, and my parents are gonna.
Is this the Leafs' first power play of the game?
No, they've had it when they scored on it.
Is it?
The,
I don't know if it's only weird
the Hyman one, yeah, that was a power play.
It's
Am I the only one that's weirded out by there being no end netting now? Like they just shoot the puck and it goes into the crowd?
Some arenas still have it.
Okay. Which is just funny. I get it because there's no fans there to protect.
Well, but the issue is there's still like people working, like maybe the guys behind the glass. Although right behind the Oilers net, those 3 people. Pretty sure that's not social distancing. Just
scrap. They probably got tested though. They're probably part of the.
I'm pretty sure
really giving Lettinen a lot of run on the power play. Oof.
Yeah, he's playing second unit.
Well, yeah, this is the second. The second unit plays quite a bit,
and then they've been switching out Riley and Brody on the top.
I think and I also know what the Leafs are doing is like they're getting this line out right now. So then like later in the penalty when like the other penalty killers are on, they get the top.
Look at Lettinen.
Oh, that's a nice save. Damn.
Jason, I will say, Jason Spezza had a tough start to the season.
Ooh.
Get Willie.
Willie's had a couple of nice one-timers.
Lettinen has a very tippable shot. It's like right.
He's kind of got like that, like half clapper, like Cody Franzen had.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice.
You know what I was about to say? Cody Franzen. he sucked everywhere else he went. Really good in Toronto.
He was
Yeah.
great at putting pucks on because he
Yep.
had just that quick little compact slap shot.
You know the main reason why? Because he had like a guy like you had a guy like James Van Reems like in front of the net that would either tip everything or just,
Or get it and
The
roof the
Leafs
puck.
have a
from the
bunch
goal
of
line.
guys who can tip, like in Simmons and Tavares are really good at it.
Simmons had that beautiful tip against them the last.
Did you guys see the goal Yager scored today?
Which
Oh,
one?
what a save!
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great stop.
Wow.
Yager scored today for the team in the Czech Republic that he owns.
The
that
team
I'm
he
trying to
owns,
find.
like the second league Czech
He
Republic.
was assisted on the play by Thomas Plekanec. Thought that was a fun little throwback.
I just
Oh, Marner, you tricky son of a gun, you. I'm trying not to swear, as you can tell. I'm sure.
you like that. I'm sorry.
Oh
That's
my!
ridiculous.
You got
That save is nuts. Yeah.
It's tough to roof it that quick, but my lord, man. Shoot it low. Oh,
Oh, I thought he went bar down on that.
Yep. Oof. That'll do it.
I really like that Marner's shooting it more. I mean, we've been calling for it for him to do it for how long now?
Like it's just
His whole time in
you
Toronto.
have to be less predictable as a player.
Yeah, and that's the problem on the power plays. Everyone knew he was trying to pass it.
And
A couple of years ago, everyone knew he was trying to throw that
did
Ooh,
Draisaitl
that
just
slapper
fall?
low.
yeah, I was gonna say, did Draisaitl just like offer
Oh,
himself
no.
up?
Oh my God! Thank God.
Just don't get walked by
Hey,
McDavid.
Jake hasn't
That's
played that properly.
exact-
Oh god.
No,
Oh
he didn't.
god.
He just got lucky.
What is going
Kinda hit him.
on? Half the team looks like they're drunk right now, falling down.
I don't
Yeah.
know who the guy was that got caught in his skates. That's so funny.
The thing with McDavid, you just can't let him make the first move because he's
No.
2 strides away from just blowing past you.
You
gotta
can't even hold like a normal gap on McDavid because he's too speedy. You'll just
Yeah.
get past. You have to just smother him as soon as he gets it.
cut off the
Even
angle
then,
for
he
him.
might not. Yeah, even then, he might still beat you because he's strong on the puck now. He's not this young kid he used to be, where he's 170 something pounds. Like he's
Who
a
the
grown
heck
man.
has the puck for the Oilers?
Is that
That's
Slater Kukuk?
Slater Cuckoo. Wow.
Yeah, he's on their
Remember
team
him?
now.
Wasn't he the guy? Wasn't he like Riley's roommate or something?
I think it was Gardner. I feel like
No, I thought it was Riley.
maybe he was connected to somebody on the Leafs because they were playing. He was supposed to come to the Leafs after he was done college, and then he signed with Minnesota.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I feel like it might have been Gardner, but I could be wrong.
Martin's probably looking at that play that he didn't score
Damn
on.
it. Barry puck. Yeah.
Quarantine watch? That's funny. All right, well, I got to cut this a little early, but
That's all right, Jake. Thank you for coming on for as long as you did, though.
yeah,
man.
no problem.
Fine.
I'll be on later, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna do another one of these for sure.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Jake, take it easy.
Have a good night, man. Take care.
Oh, thank God that guy's gone.
Yeah, jeez.
I love Jake.
Oh yeah, Jake's awesome. We've known. I mean, we've known Jake for how long, Austin? It's
Well,
been,
you've known him for longer than I have. I've only really known him since 2017.
yeah, you've known since 2017. I've known him for at least a year or two more.
I've known him for a few months.
But
I
like
don't
the first time I've met Jake wasn't until 2017 when he
Yeah,
came.
we met him at the same time in person. Jake is a
Oh, wait,
skyscraper.
I did meet him in person, didn't I?
Yes, he did when he came to Centennial.
To our school.
Because
He's a
Jake
all-
only, yeah. So, I will say the Leafs have settled a little bit. What concerns me is the turnovers. Like
They look a lot better this period, though.
yeah, this is they're getting their chances offensively too. The fourth line still has been. I now I know why there was that report last week that the Leafs want to trade for a forward. thing is, it's like the fourth line. What they should be doing is get a young guy on there. Like, I mean, you're not going to put a Nick Robertson on the fourth line, especially now that he's hurt. But like,
Chicklets just tweeted out a picture of McDavid holding a baby as Justin Hall. He didn't even deke out Justin
I
Hall.
was
on
going to
that play.
say Justin Hall wasn't even on the ice on that.
That was
play.
Jake Muzzin that he deked out on that play, but Grinelli definitely had that one in the chamber just waiting.
Yeah, well, because of the whole Justin Hall.
The Leafs, by the way, 8 giveaways in the game so far. The Oilers 9, but you were right about the turnovers.
It's not a lot.
No.
At least it doesn't seem like a lot.
That's quite a bit for a single game. It's not
Okay.
that cost
Like
me-
unforced turnovers, I suppose. Hey, Grit Athletics. Shout out to Grit.
Is this
Grit
Marner?
yeah, that's Marner.
Maybe
Grit
it is, yeah.
Athletics is his company. They do kids camps.
I guess
Does
it's the only place he can actually. I'm just surprised he can actually go train there because a lot of these places were closed.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
sure
not
that's
now.
why.
That was probably in the summertime, but still.
Yeah, I looked like it was. Oh Jesus!
So, yeah, I don't like this idea of Dominic Cahoon being a threat on the ice. Now, just to
Nobody
bring up the jersey argument again, has this grown on you at all?
No.
It's
Okay.
still awful.
not.
There's no real. I don't want to slander the Oilers much, but like, there's no real guys that threaten on the ice other than McDavid and Draisaitl, and then individuals that skate alongside McDavid and Draisaitl. I'm not really scared
not
of
wor-
Nugent Hopkins,
I
I'm
have-
not scared of
I
tourists.
was gonna say the only lines that have given the Leafs any problems have been the top
McDavid and
two lines.
Draisaitl.
Like that, those two lines. The third line. Have you heard Kyle Turris's name once this game?
No, he's been surprisingly quiet. Like I thought he was going to be. He's
No,
been
I didn't.
surprisingly quiet since he left
He's-
Ottawa, though.
Yeah,
He was a hell of a player with the Senators.
Oh yeah, he was. He was arguably. I mean, he was their top line center.
Yeah.
17-6-1 against Edmonton. in the
What a
last
brutal
six.
trade, though, for both teams, for the Predators
Ooh.
and Ottawa. The Colorado was just like, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, except Colorado. Unfortunately
God.
for the West.
I know Duchesne was a really good player. Like, it was just such an. I don't know why he wanted out. I just did not understand that.
That's Ottawa.
No, I'm talking about. Well, no, Colorado. Why did Duchesne want out of Colorado?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of it backwards.
Tourist
yeah.
wanted out of Ottawa too.
Yes. I'm thinking of who am I thinking of? Not Bobby Ryan. They let him go.
Carlson.
Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in Ottawa. Is the moral of the story? As Melnick just makes that team very uninteresting to play for. Unappealing might be the better word for it. There's just it speaks for himself. Tyson Barrie got a shot. Oh my God, Hull's flow is lovely.
I mean,
guy looks great. What a play! Look at that guy, hair flowing, jersey
Yeah.
still nuts, but
yeah, exactly. Let's also not forget that Edmonton has a choice of who McDavid and Draisaitl get to play
last
with.
match.
Yeah, so maybe settle down there on the whole Justin Hall McDavid thing because I don't think Jake Muzzin has been victimized on that goal.
Oh well, there's a guy in the net, so that's good. What just happened there? Darnell Nurse just slid into his own net. Oh, Simmer.
I'm telling you, Wayne
That-
Simmons.
He's a player. man.
That looked in, but
He's
So-
still a player. He's not a production wise what he used to be, but he can still.
Actually, what I would prefer, you switch VC and Simmons in the lineup
VC on the second line.
on the second line with Tavares and I guess it's Nylander. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think that would be a better fit right now. And then you have Mikheyev, Kerfoot, and VC on the third line. I personally think that would work better.
Mikheyev's been really.
He's been snake bitten quite a bit.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
He's gotten so many chances. Oh
yeah,
boy,
and he's flying too. Like his skating looks fantastic.
no one's got wheels right now. Everyone.
No, everyone's gassed. But like,
Justin Hall with I don't know if this is because of a change, but
okay, let's
Hall's
settle
been
down.
gnarly.
Puck's not out of the zone yet. Now the puck's out of the zone. Like Mikheyev's just a couple times this season, he's just blown past some guys. Like I think he's probably worked with Underhill during the offseason.
He was actually a decent skater last year, though.
Yeah, he was already a good skater, but like Barb Underhill pretty much has a she improves everybody's skating on the team.
She's
Maybe Bogosian could use it because he's looking heavy right now.
Actually, Bogosian's not a terrible skater. He's not fast.
No, he's not fast, but he's fine. He's looking kind of Roman Polak like with the skating right there, though. It's kind of just he was like striding, but it didn't seem like he was going anywhere. It was one of those. But Roman Polak also sort of was choppy when he skated.
Oh, go!
And there you go. That's Mikheyev, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, boys, who is this, and why are they on a partial break?
Why are you giving anyone on this Oilers top lines time and space?
Oh, it's Puljujärvi. That's why I didn't recognize him. Because somebody talked him out of wearing 98.
He's wearing 13.
98's a hell of a number too.
No, he should have worn number 11 instead.
I don't know what he wore. I think he wore 98. And he was wearing 13 last season when he played for, I believe it was Karpat in Liga.
Any Oilers fans that heard that 11 comment, I mean it.
Oh no, I just took it in. Yeesh.
Hey, 13's close to 11 though, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Stop knocking pucks into the slot.
Oh, there's Simmons. Oh, okay, I thought I hit the crossbar.
Simmer. My guy. Big Scarborough man. Love to see it. Hey, Justin Hall, there he goes. There's that man.
Well, that's what it is, right? If you miss the puck, don't let the guy get by you. Yeah. Take the body without getting a penalty. That seems to be the
That's the most impressive part of that play is that he didn't hold him.
Yeah.
Because he jumped over him, so your immediate thing is just sort of free arm him.
Trying to adjust here. Well, this has been fun so far. Hasn't been a boring game. Like the last game was just a drag for a good amount of time until.
Oh, God!
I can't believe I see.
So have you seen the promo things they did for today, where all the players sort of have like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like the half circle photo of Mitch Marner, but he starts to like fade as he gets further into the circle.
Are you talking about which promo?
Just like the game preview graphic for today.
Yeah.
So somebody online took the Oak Leafs, who's a big Nylander edit fan, and threw him into one of those graphics, which I'm a huge fan of. God damn it! I love William Nylander.
Willie. I still want to get I still would pick Tavares and Matthews as my two jerseys, though. It's my two jerseys, though.
Not bad choices.
We gotta have Matt on. Our boy Matt Teague from The Score. He just tweeted out Mikheyev is basically McDavid playing with opposite gloves on each hand.
Hey, Teager, we would love to have him on. Maybe we'll have to get him on next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know who 74. Oh, Ethan Bear out for the game. Looks like he got hurt. They both told him to get off.
McDavid's on the ice.
Who's he up against?
Duck for cover. Muzzin.
Hull.
Tavares, yeah. Tavares, Nylander, and
not as. It's a little bit better when Tavares is out than Kerfoot.
Yeah, because at least JT can sort of. Oh God! Stop being near the slot with the puck
when you're trying to pass it.
Yeah, when you're trying to break out, don't put it into the slot.
There you go. That's how you do it. Dump it.
Dump and punish. Oh, it's Mikheyev. It's not VC.
Yeah, I think VC got bumped.
Cool.
He was very non.
William, well done.
Ooh.
It's worth a shot.
We're definitely. Bum, ba, dun, 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 dun. I don't know why I had this. So,
My bad. That was my bad.
God damn it, Jose. So, Austin, we buying that merch? Got me thinking
Tell me
about
when
it
you
now.
get time, Dave.
I've been on the hunt for a Vancouver 2010 Canada jersey, so I could put Crosby on the back from Vancouver. I found one in small, but it's like a little
I have one actually.
I would love one.
Vancouver one?
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
Vancouver 2010.
I got Crosby put on mine.
Like a white Team Canada, and I found one that with like some blemishes on the front and on the back. It has like a random name Meadows on the back with no number on it. So I'm like, that's just really weird.
I got mine. Sorry, Austin. I got there was a place in Woodbine Center, Jose, called Sports Collector Corner.
Yes.
They would always have sales on jerseys and stuff, and this was $100. I got a Crosby jersey for $100
Nice.
because
Yeah,
usually they're $200.
Yeah, that's what I found on eBay. I'm tempted, but
The 2014 jerseys are really underrated, in my opinion, especially those black ones.
I don't even remember what they looked like.
They had the like stripe across the front. Dangle got one that I really liked. That was a really good idea, and he got Marie-Philippe Poulin put on the back.
oh, those ones. Yeah.
I was gonna say, is Jose putting it up for us? Oh yeah.
Those jerseys are very slick. I'm always a sucker for. I'm a sucker for a Canada jersey in black, though, as you've seen with my World Junior jersey.
This one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I like it better if it had a leaf on the front.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I still think 2010
those are the worst of any Olympic jersey we've ever had.
Which one?
The 2018. Those are atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for the one in white, like in the far end.
I have the one in red for Crosby, and I have a white one, and I got Jonathan Toews put on the back.
The best part of that is the artwork on the maple leaf is incredible. Yeah, see, there's the regular one in red.
I just didn't like the stripe.
Yeah,
I just don't like the stripe. It just doesn't fit. In my opinion, like you either go Hockey Canada logo or you go like do what you did in Vancouver. Like when they did the World Cup of hockey, that wasn't too bad.
That logo isn't great, but that I still have the hoodie for it. I almost bought a Sweden hoodie. Actually, I found it at an SVP Sports for like $20, and I didn't buy it.
My biggest regret was not buying anything Team North America.
Yeah, that was a real bad idea in hindsight, in my opinion. I should have bought the North America jersey.
I was at the game against Sweden. I was thinking about buying it.
Yeah.
But 2016 that was
like $110 hoodie though, so like
yeah, they were so expensive and I was just like
it was Adidas.
And like the jersey sold out really quick too.
Yeah. Adidas sponsored the tournament before they took over NHL stuff, so we should have known what was coming with all their apparel.
Yeah. Even like Leafs hoodies now, like from like Fanatics or from like Real Sports, they're so expensive.
Fanatics, yeah, everything NHL, everything Leafs in general is just going to be expensive.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I started the yawn train. That was my bad.
Yeah.
It's been a long day, folks.
Oh, it has been indeed. Well, for me at least as well, has been a final minute of play. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, let's not go to overtime.
This period has flown by. I know it's 9:45, but yeah, man, this period has flown by.
We're gonna go to overtime, and McDavid's gonna embarrass us again.
Oh, I don't like that. Thank you.
I would rather them just end it in regulation.
No.
Give them both a point and just walk away.
Take both points. I'd rather not.
Yeah, what's his? Who is that right now with the puck? Just put it in the net.
That was Brody. Oh,
or just end it right now.
Build up? No. Good try. Marner might have like 6 shots a game. She's firing everything now. Simmons told him to shoot the puck, and he's like, "Why haven't I thought of that the first 4 years of my career?"
Oh wait, I'm only getting paid $10.893 million.
I'm not supposed to just pass the puck. Oh, that was a good play by Barry. Might have a fever. I don't know. Didn't think I'd be saying that tonight. 28-20 Nurses played tonight. Are you high?
You see, okay, Austin, you think Mitch Marner's had 6 shots on goal on each game?
He's had a lot. I
What
wouldn't
the
say
hell
six.
was that? Oh my god.
Listen!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh,
Frederick.
Freddie.
You
That
ginger god.
was
I heard
Oh.
Jose gasp, and I was kidding about the regulation points.
that was
I'm sorry. How is Josh Archibald having a game right now, guys? Christ almighty.
I mean, he's not. He's just being left open.
Oh,
Who the hell's gonna cover him?
Frederick. Freddie. Okay, so back to the Mitch Marner thing quickly. The most shots on goal he's had on a game this season is 3.
Huh. It seems like a lot more.
He might have a lot of shot attempts, but like shots on
Yeah, it
goal.
might not be on net. That makes sense.
Jose,
Yo.
do you know a Jonathan Bustamante?
You know
Bustamante.
Jonathan Bustamante.
Well,
And you would set up more food.
We go, Jonathan.
I can
and I,
never
we've
escape it. Never
we've known
escape
each other-
it.
We've known each other since we were 3. We grew up such like the greatest of friends, and I mean, we've been talking more frequently as of late. And he just says that like one of the highlights of one of his highlights of 2020 was seeing like my Instagram and telling you
Jonathan, okay,
to shut up on a regular basis.
okay,
so
so I got to bring this up. Jonathan, Jose and I were thinking, because him and I would go on these long car rides if we were going to visit Austin out in Pickering. We were going to do a show in the car. We were just going to record it. We were thinking about going live. That we were going to call it "Shut Up More City." Would you? Is that something you'd want? Because we got the content. We could do it. We got to know.
I mean, just like the whole Instagram ride, the whole ride on Instagram would just be telling you to shut up for like 45 minutes on the way to Austin's house. But yeah, we were thinking of that, like just a little like Instagram live show, just talk, just like what? Because a lot of people see no, yes, no.
All
See,
right,
because I mean,
Jonathan,
like, yeah,
you're in charge of merchandise, okay?
I'll
he's a
get brainstorming.
As long as it's got the Italian emoji in there, you know. Oh, I gotta go like.
I mean, like
Gotta
the
go the right
long
way.
car, the long
It's just
car
gonna
rides
have
would
a.
be-
It's gonna be a shirt, and it's just gonna be plain text, and it'll just be shut
shut up
up.
People have
Marasu.
spoken.
in beautiful Comic Sans. Is that where we go? Is
Yeah,
that where we're
that's.
going for here?
Is that even a question? You're not.
We'd have
Um,
the Italian music playing in the car like every time I
William.
drive.
Ah,
Oh,
you.
Koskinen has looked pretty sharp too.
Oh, Justin. Thanks.
That would have been fun. But yeah, I mean, like David and I, we just talk a lot of
We just talk about anything. We don't talk. We don't keep to one genre. Oh,
Bang. McD.
that was fun.
I don't like the way they play. Damn.
Oh ho ho ho.
That's what you get when you go to overtime with this crappy team who only has 2 good players.
That was a fantastic play. I'll give them that because like Drysdale waited for the right time. First off, I've seen this too many times. I don't think that line came off once.
No,
But-
they were on the ice for the entire overtime.
But I know it sucks right now that they just lost. But
Fine.
four games out in Alberta, and you get
So
5 out
what?
of 6 points. 7
8.
out of 8 points. I can't
Great
do math.
save for Nylander's shot.
That's a lot.
Damn. Yeah, that was-
Oh my
that
goodness.
was so
Yeah,
cool. Let's see.
McDavid was just in a good spot.
That's
Like,
just
Uh,
no man's land there.
yeah.
I kind of wish Justin Hall got down to block the pass.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can do there. But then Draisaitl can step around, and it's a 2-on-0. So
Well, no, like
he
it
wasn't
was,
prepared
for-
to pass there.
you gotta
for
go.
what what it's
Yeah.
worth. Montreal lost 2-0.
There you go, guys.
Hey.
Leafs
You gotta
are
work-
number 1.
Look, this is the
Worked
thing.
out.
The Leafs did not have a great game by any stretch.
They really
Um,
didn't deserve to win this game, to be honest. For most of it,
Yeah, they like Koskinen played real. Like Anderson played pretty good too. Like,
That's a must win for Edmonton too. I
Yeah,
think they're-
Edmonton needed the 2
Yeah, they
points.
needed that. They needed. I mean, losing 16 out of the last 20 games against the Leafs, or I think 8 of the last 10 as well. Like, I mean, so it's.
Jonathan
I mean,
is right that Draisaitl has been a Leaf killer this season for sure.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
He scored He scored 2 goals in the last game. He scored a goal in Toronto. Probably scored in the other game too, if we're being honest here. Like,
he scored in Toronto. He scored 2 the other night.
here,
And
I'll
then
look up the stats.
Did he score tonight? I don't think he did.
No, he had the assist.
oh no, he
just
didn't
had
score
there.
tonight, but
No, Josh Archibald scored tonight, people. That's how the night went for the Leafs.
Josh Archibald and Dominic Cahoon scored tonight.
So he scored in both games against the Leafs in Toronto. And yeah, because I remember now, because that goal that I think VC put in, I think they gave that to Draisaitl. I don't know if you remember that. But yeah, Jonathan, thank you. Do anybody know an Aiden Lafleur?
I do not,
I don't
unfortunately.
know. Welcome, friend.
Aiden, welcome.
Hello,
Right.
anyways.
Jonathan, except for tonight, but he still got points.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's like, what is it? On the 20th, he got a goal, and the 22nd, he got a goal against the Leafs, and like, on the 28th, he got 2. It's just been a.
He's pretty good.
Draisaitl's been scoring a lot. But here's the thing. If Leon Draisaitl isn't scoring, you're not relying on Josh Archibald to score for you every night. You're not relying.
That's a recipe for disaster. If McDavid and Draisaitl aren't going for you every single night, your team's in a lot of trouble.
I have to look up the stat. I'm sure it was somewhere.
It's a big dub for Calgary too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first off, getting Markstrom back in net
Big help.
was huge. Yeah, because
Riddick's
I mean,
been back up still, right?
yeah, he got shelled big time.
Not surprising.
Like honestly, I thought maybe it would have been a little bit better if they put Rittich in against one of the games against the Leafs, and then you save Markstrom for Montreal.
Yeah,
but that didn't happen, obviously. Yeah, big night for Wow, 37 save shutout for Markstrom.
Good
There
for
you
you.
go.
Been worth every penny so far for the Flames, I would say.
Make no mistake, somebody on Twitter, make no mistake, we lost to McDavid, not the Oilers. All right, well,
No, Dominic Cahoon and Josh Archibald scored 2 goals for them.
that's not like a loss is a loss. Come on, still.
I don't really understand why Justin Hull was out there in overtime to start with, but
Yeah, see, this is my other problem too.
I
It's
guess
like
he's their matchup defender against McDavid, but McDavid and Draisaitl together, you just throw
It's
Riley out there.
it's 3-on-3. You got to go with your best
Yeah.
three.
Throw Riley out there, throw Brody out there, and you take your chance. I don't even know
the-
he's nothing, I guess, but he's kind of slow.
So this is my thing too. Like Justin Hall hasn't been bad, but just doesn't have the wheels.
Oh, that was Allen downward. I see the tweet now.
Yeah.
I mean, McDavid had a really good game, but he's Connor McDavid.
But
He's going to have a good game.
what did I say earlier? Turnovers. This chance would not have happened if it wasn't for that turnover. You can't turn the puck over when you have Draisaitl and McDavid on the ice.
They were playing with fire for most of the night. Let's be honest with ourselves.
This was not. Look,
They were very sloppy with the puck in this game, and they got bailed out a lot by either Freddie or just the Oilers not capitalizing.
I mean, that was a great save. So
Yep. Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, the Leafs finished with 8 giveaways on the night.
I would constitute that last one as giveaway too. I don't think they updated that.
Yeah.
So now the Leafs move on to. They have, I think, 2 against Vancouver. Oh, sorry, because of the way that the schedule is, they have the next 3 games at home against the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, they're. I think they're at home for the next 4.
Why?
No, they have the next 3 at home.
and then
Can we go like 2 straight games without playing the same team? Has that ever happened for the rest of the season, or are we just playing 2 games straight?
You either play 2 or 3 against the same team.
Yeah, so it's the next 3 are at home against the Canucks, and then on February 10th we go to Montreal. But then on Saturday that same week we come back to play Montreal at home. So
why would
if
we're already out in Alberta, why would we not just swing out and play a couple games in Vancouver while we're at it? Like,
well, this is the thing: the Leafs don't play again until Thursday.
No,
That's
they don't play. Oh, that's a big.
Yeah.
It's a big jump.
It's not an ideal way for this. Actually, this is kind of a good thing because the Leafs have just done the travel out west, so now they're coming back home. They're gonna probably need take a couple of days.
Quarantine probably a little bit as well. So I mean,
well, yeah, when it's a travel party, you travel's always finicky when it comes. But I mean, they've been tested. They've been pretty good. They haven't really had any issues lately.
And I mean, look, 7 out of 8 points that you could possibly get on the road trip. You can't ask for anything better.
Nope.
Overall, it was, except for tonight, just a successful road trip at the end of the day. Like nobody.
I think so. Yeah.
You take over half the points. If you can take that on a road trip, you're happy with it.
For sure.
7 of 8, you're laughing. That's a great road trip, regardless of how it ended.
Yeah.
That's three straight games, and you pushed it to overtime in a game.
We were saying like how like Vancouver just been like the team that a lot of people expected, to kind of be up there in the standings, and all of a sudden just completely like the complete opposite of it. And now we have 3 straight against them. So if the trend keeps up, then it should be a more confidence booster for the Leafs in the next 3 games, I think.
Vancouver plays Winnipeg tonight. I'm curious to see how Winnipeg's a tough opponent. I'm curious to see how Vancouver was given a bit of a. I mean, that's the way the schedule works, but he was given a bit of. They were given a bit of a softball. How do you put it? A layup with the Senators there. So the funny thing, I think the best thing I see after every Leafs game is Ian Tulloch asks like best, most impressive Leafs on the ice and the least impressive. So most impressive for some of these fans: Matthews, Nylander, Anderson. Least impressive, Hall. Yeah, Justin Hall didn't have a great night. It wasn't his best night.
Right, no.
But you know who I actually think, and a lot of people I kind of agree with, Pierre Engvall. I mean, look, a lot of people are putting up Pierre Engvall, but it's like Engvall doesn't play a lot. You can't. Yeah. You have to go with someone who, you have to go with someone that's given the opportunity to play a lot, right? You have to look at guys like Jimmy Vesey was put in the top 6, didn't do much tonight. You could say Muzzin had a rough night, right? You can say, trying to think who like. I think
anybody that like stood out.
No one was egregiously bad. Yeah. It's just there's guys that could have been done better. Like
you could put maybe Mikko Lehtinen because he had that penalty right at the beginning. He had another penalty later.
I mean, actually, Mikko Lehtinen did save a goal by that penalty.
Yes, but he also gave up a penalty shot. He almost gave that goal right back. That's like I'm like grasping for straws. There wasn't a bad player out there. It's just they didn't play a clean game. But you're right. There wasn't anybody that was like stood out as being horrific in that game.
Well, I will call it a night here. I'm gonna call it a night myself.
No, I think we're gonna. No, I was gonna say this is probably gonna be where we end the broadcast because the game is over. We've had our post-game chat, and we've been on for almost 3 hours.
We're about to hit the 3-hour mark.
We're about to hear the 3-hour mark.
Probably do one of the next 3 games. We're gonna
we're gonna look at our schedules and come up with the best time. First off, thank you to Mr. Tabuada for for being our technical producer as usual. Jonathan, have a great night. Thank you for
thanks, brother.
We'll have you. We'll make sure anybody that wants to come on for the next come on for the whole for earlier in the game too.
The whole broadcast, yeah.
Yeah, come around for the whole 3 hours.
And shut your mouth, David. Woo!
You screwed that up, Jose. You screwed it up.
I regret nothing.
But yes, thank you, Jonathan. So again, thank you, Jose, for the technical work. Austin, thank you for the graphics because they're always good.
Okay, take it easy over there.
We'll definitely put out next game. We'll likely try to get one of the 3 games against the Canucks. If it's on Super Bowl Sunday, nope.
No guy.
I don't think there are any games on Super Bowl Sunday, nor should there be any games on Super Bowl Sunday.
If you're smart as a sports organization, you don't schedule any on Super Bowl Sunday.
And hopefully my jersey comes in the mail because I'm still waiting for my blue Leafs jersey. I don't know what the hell it is.
He's been waiting for a Leafs jersey for like 2 weeks now.
yeah, maybe. Okay, we'll have to look at the schedule and we'll come up with the best date. But yeah, thank you all again for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next game. This was Lee's Quarantine Watch Party.
Good night, everybody.